morning, everybody. Somebody's enthusiastic, ready to get at it, huh?
You are with your cute shirt. You got your blouse on. This is great.
Listen, we got
Totally cute.
we have a Blink-182 tribute band coming in, so you got to dress up for that.
That's right.
Not every day somebody comes in and does all the small things.
Listen, they better look like Mark Hoppus when they're here.
You know their drummer's name is Travis.
That's sweet.
And he is spectacular at drums and everything else.
And he's
country
dating Taylor
music
Swift.
star Travis Tritt.
That's right.
No, he would be married to Kourtney Kardashian because that's who Travis Barker is married to.
He was talking about Travis Kelce.
Oh.
Yes.
We never said the
yes.
last name.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. My apologies.
Yes, that's why I'm all dressed up today. Come on. Why else?
You look like you're going on a cruise.
Oh, man, I watched that documentary.
About the poop cruise?
Yes, I
Oh,
watched it
yeah.
last night.
I almost did.
How was it?
Great. It's a good, quick 55-minute.
Make you want to go on a cruise?
Me and my daughter watched it.
I keep getting tagged in it because everybody's like, oh, here's going to solidify your reason for never going on cruises.
No, so last night my son and my wife were watching Shutter Island.
Ah.
Nice.
The old movie?
A Scorsese vehicle.
Martin Scorsese's Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Was that his idea?
Yeah.
Nice. We talked about it at the race.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why he got that in his head, like why he wanted to watch that.
It's spooky, right?
Uncle Rafe Recco.
Was it Uncle Rafe? An Uncle Rafe recommendation?
We started talking movies, and he's a cinephile. So he was rattling off stuff, and I was like, that one's good. You haven't seen it?
Yeah, no, he was all gung-ho about watching it, and, him and my wife.
It's a mystery with
Leonardo
a twist,
DiCaprio?
with a twist ending. Yep.
Isn't it a
Leo
thriller mystery?
And Mark Ruffalo.
Isn't it about like people of the bubonic plague had to be sent to an island?
No.
Oh, that's something else that I'm making up in my mind.
It's a crazy person island.
Oh,
crazy
that's
person
where I
prison
deserve to be.
island.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys know how I roll. I want to be sent off to an island where there's padded cells and I can get it all out.
And
for just
doctors
like a month.
everywhere.
And doctors everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Monitor
actually,
me.
like, she likes it here. She's the only one that we cleared her 4 years ago, and she won't leave because she likes access to all the health care.
Yeah. I call it Shut Up Island.
it was like 7 o'clock. I can't get into a movie now. It's too late. It's too late for me.
What time do you get in bed?
That's what you think.
8:30.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. This 1923, we've been cruising it so hard. I haven't been in bed until 10:30 every night.
Oh, Lord.
No, I make it a priority.
Yeah, me too.
It's a priority for me. It's part of at least getting some sleep to be in bed by 8:30. And I'm not starting a movie at 7, so I'm like, you guys enjoy. My mom was watching with them. Go ahead, enjoy.
You can't watch half a movie?
No.
Half
I'm
a
not
film?
gonna-
Hour and a
No.
half. Starts at 7. I mean, that's a whole movie.
No, I got to shower. I got to lay out my
The
clothes.
process.
The process begins.
I get it.
Lay out my
your hair.
clothes.
I lay out my clothes.
This outfit took 20 minutes to lay out?
I lay out my
This is all
clothes.
premeditated.
This doesn't just put itself together. It's all.
You're like, here,
Hey.
What are you talking about?
this sweatshirt, this ball cap.
Yeah. These
Are you doing like a
shoes.
montage coming out of your closet in different
Yeah, you're like
hoodies and
Sharon
ball caps?
Clueless.
And your wife's like shaking
Thumbs
her
up,
head, no.
thumbs down.
You're taking Polaroids.
Yes, I'm taking Polaroids.
I'll wear this tomorrow.
No, you don't lay out your clothes. I put my
I do.
clothes out.
Same.
Like we have a little bench in our bathroom, and I lay it out as if I'm going to just, like, where I leave nothing to chance. I put my socks where my feet are.
Cute.
Gosh.
Wait,
What a total whack job.
Like I put my pants laid out.
Yeah.
You make like a little little murder
It
scene
looks
without
like
the
me.
body?
Yeah, without the body.
Yeah, it's like the chalk outline. Oh, that's Riz.
Like you vanished?
Yeah.
As if you were sleeping and vanished. Poof,
Yeah.
There's your clothes sitting right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, like when a Jedi dies, like the clothes just go on
Right.
the floor, but it is all like laid out.
I wish that's how it was.
Obi Riz.
It'd be so cool if
Yeah,
we
so I
just...
put my socks where my feet go, and my like the pants.
Yeah,
and belt
Brazia.
and
Obi Riz
all that
Kenobi
stuff.
was here.
It's a whole thing. I get
That's great.
take a shower, brush my teeth, all that stuff. So I go, I go to lay down in bed, and my daughter's laying in my bed, and she's scrolling, she's scrolling TikTok or YouTube, whatever the hell she does. So I go, hey, let's watch something.
Oh,
Let's watch something quick. I turn on Netflix, Poop Cruise.
perfect. Yeah. This is perfection
This is
for
it.
you both.
Poop Cruise is the first thing. That's what Netflix wants me to watch.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, you wanna? you want to watch this? And she goes, not really. And I go, no, put down the phone. It's daddy-daughter time.
It's poop cruise time.
It's poop
boy.
cruise time. And I forgot about the story.
Yeah, I know.
There's only-
2020?
2013.
2013.
2013.
Whoa.
Really?
Wow.
I feel like this was yesterday.
Me too.
Time's not real.
It's not.
What was going to be a 4-day cruise from Galveston, Texas to Cozumel turned into a nightmare.
Yeah, 4-day cruise from hell.
Which happens every day, by the way. Not the ones from hell. I'm saying cruises every day. So you got to play the stats. For those of you that aren't sure, and you're like, oh, see, this is what happens on cruise ships. This is what happens on.
I mean, this
one out of a million.
was a disaster. And it's, I love the, everything's going all right. We went to Cozumel. It was great. They interview a bachelorette party. They got a guy there who was there with his daughter on a, daddy-daughter trip. There was a guy who was there with his in-laws, and he's trying to bond with his father for the first time. Next thing you know, everybody's pooping in bags.
Yeah, 'cause there's
sweet.
not enough stalls, maybe. And
No, because they lost power.
yeah.
So there was a fire in the engine room.
Oh
Of
my
everyone.
gosh. No way.
There was a fire in the engine room, and it was bad enough where all the power cables that basically power the entire ship were all fried, and they were in the middle of the Gulf, powerless
Yeah, this is my nightmare.
and just drifting, and they had to have a tugboat. At first, they were going to drag them back to Mexico because they were closer to Mexico. But by the time the tugboat could get out there, it had drifted more towards, I think it was Alabama. Was it Gulf Shores?
No way.
I forget what part of Alabama.
Like Mobile or something?
Mobile.
All right.
Mobile.
Yeah, that's where they have the battleship and all that stuff. That's where they could put that thing.
Where they had drifted far enough, 100 nautical miles.
Oh, my goodness.
And it takes power for all the toilets to work, and they were telling people to pee. They were telling people to pee in the showers.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, that's gotta.
So the
Finally.
number ones were okay.
You can't just go off
The
the
number
side?
twos were and they addressed that. Like, oh, the guys could just go off the side of the ship.
But then it's
it was the
worries.
women. How were women? They were showing diagrams of women squatting over the railings and then falling in.
Doing the Japanese toilet?
Okay.
Yeah, and then falling in. They were like, that's not going to work.
Oh, jeez.
Imagine I don't know how many people are on that cruise. Thousands.
Yeah, well, shoot. Remember I took that tour of that huge cruise ship
Yeah.
and found out exactly how many people were on it? It was like 6 or 7,000? But that was the giant ship. This was
I
probably...
think there were like 4,000 people on
yeah,
this
that
thing.
sounds about right.
And Matt, and they were out there for days.
Yikes.
And they had put red bags under everybody's door, and they were like, "Hey, if you gotta go number 2, you gotta go in the bag, go in the bag, and then drop your bag off."
That's awesome.
Wow.
The side.
Off the side?
No,
Oh.
they had a place like on every floor, like you drop your poop bag off.
Poop
Yeah.
room. Poop deck.
Hot bag in it.
And then finally, when the tugboat came to get them, I guess the way they were towing the boat, the boat listed to one side, meaning it tilted to one side. So all the sewage that was building up and backing up
Yeah.
all came out of the whatever everybody was going in.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And they said it was coming down the walls.
I am never going out there. I am never going on a cruise.
Why didn't this have
You
him
all have
go
a
sit on
good
those little
time.
safety donuts out there and use those as toilets?
And they said it was getting at one point because there was no food. They were eating like white bread with tomatoes.
Firefest.
And they said it was getting tribal
That's awesome.
because you couldn't stay in the cabins because it was so hot.
Right.
Remember, they're in the middle of the Gulf. It was so you couldn't be inside, so everybody was outside on the decks.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
So
Lord
it
of
was
the
getting
Flies.
it was getting Lord of the Flies tribal, like, I have my crew and we got this part, and they were, it was the deck chairs and
Oh, that's amazing. The Moon Crew is taking the pool deck. You better get out of here. I'm using chairs as weapons.
yeah,
gonna be
it was. They
awesome.
said it was getting that way, and then I don't think I'm giving. Well, okay.
I'm not watching the documentary now because you're explaining the whole damn
There's a
thing.
guy on deck 4 in a black V-neck work boots with a sharpened, who's broken off a piece of a deck chair and sharpened it as a spear. Says he's the captain now.
Captain Phillips.
So they had a great idea of opening up one of the bars.
Get everybody drunk.
Right on.
They had been out there, I think, for 2 days already.
Yeah.
Again, it was no air conditioning. Everybody was hot. Everybody didn't know what was going on. They knew it was days until they were towed back into port.
Did they know that somebody was coming though, or were they like, "We're gonna die out here"?
No, they knew
nobody
people.
thinks-
They knew people were coming.
Okay, that's good.
It just was when, and it was so miserable.
Yeah.
They decided, hey, we're on a cruise. Let's open up the bars.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's free for everything.
Let's let Jägermeister start making some decisions.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
They said there were people starting to fight and just people having sex places. I mean, it was.
Might as well.
What was the terrible part of the idea? That they were going to fight anyway.
Lukewarm alcohol. Great.
Wasn't it the Cleveland Indians that tried this at a game one night with penny pitchers, and the whole world just went to chaos there, and fans just went
Oh, cheap, like really cheap
Yeah.
beer.
the beer night that was pennies or whatever for one pitcher, and
Yeah.
they were just getting.
It didn't go well, huh?
No, it
Throw
didn't.
alcohol into the mix.
That's the loony bin model of capitalism. There's a specific comedy clubs called the Looney Bins. There's like in Wichita, Oklahoma City. Used to be one in Little Rock and Tulsa. And they serve drinks called lobotomies. That's what they're called.
Sounds good.
And it's just like a pitcher, a beer pitcher, and I watch the bartenders pour it, and it's every liquor. It's like a Long Island
Yeah, I'm
iced
like,
tea
isn't that a
on-
Long Island iced tea?
But it's not. It's its own thing, and it's even strong. It's like quadruple pour. It's insane. And people just drink them out of straws, and by the time the headliner goes up, they're so drunk. It's a place.
Bad idea.
It's called the dojo of comedy because you learn to headline in these places because it's chaos. People are so drunk, they're talking at full volume. They're not even listening to the show. And sometimes it's $2 chuckles, so they paid $2 to get in, so they have no stake in the show at all.
That sounds
And
awesome.
These drinks are crazy. There's some places that is the business model, and it always turns into Wild Wild West. Always.
Yeah, well, they opened up the bar because they thought it was going to be a good idea, and it turned out not to be. Mm-hmm. But they were saying people were dragging mattresses, out on, from their rooms out onto the decks because again it was so hot.
Yeah, man. That's the coolest part about this is like once you realize that there's no more rules, you're not going to get in trouble for anything. And I'm not saying doing anything immoral, but like, yeah, I'm taking a mattress out there.
I'm surviving.
This is my ship now, brah.
I'm in survival mode.
I'm getting as comfy as possible. I'm going to max this out.
It's called Trainwreck Poop Cruise. And I tell you what, for my daughter,
Sponsored by the Trainwreck Saloon.
for my daughter who, is and I know everybody's got kids at home that are scrollers. They'll sit on the couch and just endlessly scroll through TikTok or YouTube. She was engaged.
Mm-hmm. She's
She
not
was
going on a
engaged.
cruise either.
She's not going on a cruise. Cruises are done in our family. That's fine.
Whatever. You know what? You're right. This happens all the time. You should not go on cruises.
Oh, because
Don't-
me and my family 4 are gonna more room for the Moon family.
I'm
Please,
just telling you, man.
by all
I
means.
don't want it to get too popular because
My wife is not a cruiser.
we've done 4 or 5 now, and there are.
And by the way, this was
Awesome.
the Carnival Triumph was the name of the ship, which they fixed up and changed the name of. So it's the ship is still in service, but it's called something else.
I've never been on a Carnival cruise. I've only done the one with 6-man, like the rock and roll cruises. That's through it's Norwegian Pearl, and then it's not Carnival, is it? That's something else. And then the Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, Princess. There's a bunch of different.
Yeah, right.
Viking.
The Royal Caribbean's the 2 new ships that they have, the Universe or whatever the heck it is. Those things are so big and so incredible. I was on the Harmony of the Seas and the something else of the seas, and it's like the first and the second largest ships out there. Holy crap!
Yeah, I'd be
dude.
willing to go. My wife is just not it. She's
So fun.
she's said it a bunch of times. She's not into it.
We don't even drink, and it's so fun. I can't imagine what these folks are having kind of fun they're having around me.
You know what? I'll just play the new PlayStation Titanic simulator game. Did you hear about this coming out?
No.
Where it's from your perspective, first-person perspective video game. There's a bunch of outrage because it's insensitive to the people who died on the Titanic. You essentially have
Enough time has not passed.
Yeah, well, I guess not. But apparently you have to get off the Titanic before it sinks. And so you are acting as a person.
Is it
in the
VR?
game. Yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
so you
Cool.
are
No kidding.
having to get off the Titanic or get in one of the
That's
damn
neat, though.
boats.
People are mad about this.
People are upset, yeah.
Yeah, why practice?
Well, that's messed up. I'm going back to playing Call of Duty D-Day.
Right.
636.
There's so many games that are based on historical things where people were killed. Why is this one?
That Titanic's too far.
Bridge too far.
Too far, because you might learn how to escape.
636. Been on Carnival Cruises. It's the Greyhound bus of the seas.
Did you just say escape? You got to go.
You
I can't be friends with somebody that says escape.
escape.
I can't be
me a question.
relatives with somebody.
Escape.
Who said escape?
I think he said it. Did you say escape?
Do you ever say things correctly?
He's from
There are rules.
You're a professional broadcaster.
There are
my friend.
rules.
I will always say it with an X. Just like an X.
Wasn't there a fantastic R&B group in the 90s called Escape?
Yes.
Well,
You're thinking
see?
of Tony.
he's just
Am I?
he's a little jittery because he had espresso.
Get out of here.
You're killing me.
Get out of here.
Lisa!
Well, I recommend Trainwreck Poop Cruise. Watch it with the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an easy 55-minute watch.
I'll put it on tonight.
This is Netflix, right?
It's Netflix, yeah.
I had my finger on the button last night. It popped up. It was like Netflix was pushing it hard yesterday.
Yeah, I think it came out yesterday.
And I opted.
Netflix was pushing, and they got me.
Is it a Netflix film?
Yes. It's part of the Trainwreck series.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're doing a whole.
I can't watch that. I'm watching
is
the
the
Barbara
train?
Walters documentary.
Barbara Watson?
Oh, well, speaking of the Trainwreck series, the episode before the Poop Cruise one was the former mayor of
Toronto. Yeah. It's called
Rob Ford.
The Madness Mayor or something like that.
And that's it.
Dude, his face looks crazy.
That's hilarious.
Did you watch that one?
I just know, but I remember when
Great.
that story came out, I was writing monologue jokes for a late night show, and there was about a 2-month period that Rob Ford was the home run ball.
Yeah.
Because he was so
Yeah,
wild.
dude, it was like he was wanting to be a Tommy Boy movie.
Yeah.
He really was like
He was a Chris Farley.
Big
character.
Tom. If Big Tom made all the bad decisions from Tommy Boy.
Oh, I mean, he was on camera smoking crack.
He looked like a bloated Brian Dennehy. That's what he actually
Yeah.
looks like.
And he died from a heart attack from cocaine, right?
No, he died of cancer.
Cancer, that's right. Everyone
like an
assumed.
aggressive,
Yeah,
like an aggressive, rare cancer got him, like quickly.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it was like sudden, and everybody was like, "Oh, well, everybody saw this coming." And then it was something.
No, it was cancer. Cancer got him.
Wow.
Oh, he
no
was on
way.
camera smoking crack.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, crazy story.
Yeah, it was something. There was like a video that was. This was while he was in office, right? It was like video of something.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and
video of him.
wow, I can't wait to watch that one.
It's great. Again, these train wreck series are very quick. It's like 45 minutes.
I like those Untold series as
It's
well.
in the same vein.
Yeah, yeah. And what was the other one? What's the Untold one is usually sports. But what's the? There's like a maid one or something.
Oh, the one about the hockey team?
Yeah, maybe. There's a new one about those basketball players, shooting guards. That's
Oh,
why,
yeah, shooting guards.
There's another one too. That's where I learned all about not Donovan McNabb. What was the Titans quarterback?
Aaron McNair, Steve McNair.
Yeah, the McNair thing. Wow.
He was murdered.
If you don't know that story, watch that because that's the guy that we played in the Rams Super Bowl. And this is a superstar dude in a wild ending.
He's murdered.
Yes, horrible story.
So you watching the Barbara Walters one? I haven't sunk my teeth into that one.
It's
yet,
great.
But it's good. What is that on?
That's on Hulu. That came out on Monday.
Yeah,
Really
so
cool.
much stuff to watch.
Dang, this is.
Yeah, I saw a headline that we're getting like a surge of things to watch because there's been kind of a drought these last months, I guess. Like people are bored with what has come out, nothing real interesting, and now we're getting kind of a summer surge.
Squid Game comes out, the new season. Is it this Friday?
You mean the back half of the second season? Horse crap that one was. They stopped it in the middle of the games.
I
Remember?
thought it came out
Yeah.
last week, no?
all of us watched it and we go, wait a second, it just stopped? Oh, they split us.
Yeah.
They split the season? Bogus.
Yeah, I think that comes out Friday.
They're counting it as season 3?
I think the final
Final one.
season.
Oh. It was good.
Final season. This
good.
is it.
What-
And then
you-
there's going to be spin-offs
What'd you think?
of the first half of the season.
Right.
That was great.
I did too. I kind of liked what they did. New games, characters are
great.
good.
There was one character that almost ruined it for me.
Which
The guy they hired that's like a Korean rapper.
Oh, yeah.
He was such a bad actor, even in that show, that I was like, this is so. I'm about to turn it off if they keep letting this guy be on camera. The guy that was kind of like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the necklace and the stuff.
Yeah, man. He
the
was
weird
awful.
colored hair. He was
And I was
terrible.
like, even like not knowing the language, I'm like, this guy's not an actor. He does something else. He's famous in their country. And
He
they
is.
put him, and then I looked him up, and he was like a famous Korean rapper.
yeah.
And I'm like, this guy sucks.
I feel like he's their Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
Maybe that's why you guys didn't like it. 'cause
No,
you guys
that
are big
that
fans.
is. I feel like it's Korea's Machine Gun Kelly.
It was tough. Where I'm just like, why is this guy on camera?
Korean GK.
Yeah, but there's a lot of great stuff to watch on TV, and you know, we got all this, you know, all the streaming stuff, and listen, I'm guilty of mindlessly going through YouTube Shorts.
Hey, man, movies are getting on there quick, too. Friendship with Tim Robinson is already on. You can rent it.
Really?
I wanna watch
I
that.
rented it. I watched it.
Minecraft's
think?
already on.
Minecraft's
Minecraft.
already on.
If you like Tim Robinson, you'll probably like it. I will say that it is not what everyone thinks it's going to be. It felt like a Tim Robinson sketch that went on way too long. And it's very dark.
And that's what Paul wrote.
Do you remember the movie Observe and Report with Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
And how it was kind of different than you thought it was going to be? It was kind of like very dark comedy the whole time. That's how this movie is.
Okay.
So, like, if you go in there thinking it's going to be like a fun romp between Paul Rudd and
I get
him,
the vibe of it. You know, Tim Robinson is a loser.
it's cringe.
Cool guy moves in next door. Wife is like, why don't you go? You know, Tim
Yeah.
Robinson's wife. Why don't you go make friends with the new guy?
I did laugh out loud several times during the movie, but it's dark and cringy, and
Yeah, I'll watch
it stays that way. It does not turn.
I'm gonna
I keep thinking it's going to turn.
Speaking of Robinson and comedy, you all see that Craig Robinson said something about retiring from comedy? Did you see this?
No.
Oh, man, I saw it on Instagram, and I forgot to go down that rabbit hole because my ADHD went somewhere else. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. It was like Rainn Wilson, you know, his fellow actor in
The Office,
in
yes.
The Office. It posted something. It was like him at a stand-up place or something, and saying like, "Hey, I'm retiring from comedy," and, and then it cuts off. I'm like, "What the heck is that? Is this
It's
is this a
it's
teaser?"
getting you interested in Craig Robinson's career.
Who isn't interested in Craig
Listen,
Robinson?
I love the guy.
Yeah.
It's very funny. He's been around for a long time. Hey, think about and just thinking about YouTube for a second, and you know, all the streaming services. Think about in your life, every product you use, of all the products you use, what is your most trusted brand? Like, what do you know is going to be there for, has a reputation of just being there for you? And you know, when you use whatever it is, you're going to trust it's going to be exactly what it says it's going to be.
So it could be food or
Anything.
Okay.
There is a new report out on America's most trusted brands. And it weighed the reputations of thousands of brands. Restaurants, groceries, household products, services, entertainment. I mean, everything. And it broke it down from Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, boomers. And for Gen Z, the most trusted brand is YouTube. For Gen Z, their most trusted brand is YouTube, followed by...
That's crazy. It's literally the only brand that anyone can upload anything without fact checking it, or there's no punishment for anything not being true on there. It should be the least trusted brand there is.
It is Gen Z's most trusted brand.
That's crazy.
And followed by Band-Aid,
Band-Aid brand.
Ah.
Yeah.
Dawn dish soap,
Hell yeah.
Costco, and Google.
I was going to say Starbucks. Like, you know what you're getting at Starbucks.
Google
Yeah.
has made a success in the last 20 years of being a pay-to-play thing. It's a search
Gen Z
engine where you
trusts the
pay
hell
to
out
get
of
to the
them.
top.
Like trust meaning you're gonna get what you come for, or trust like they're a good
Reputation.
brand. Oh, okay,
The
never mind.
reputation.
Yeah.
Google it,
Among
bro.
That's so strange.
Among that age group, YouTube and then Google's on in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Others that ranked highly for Gen Z: Nike, Ben and Jerry's, Gatorade, Nintendo, Netflix, PlayStation, and Spotify. Now, for millennials, the most trusted brand for millennials is Google. That's right.
Oh, neato.
Followed by PayPal, YouTube, Dawn dish soap, and the United States Postal Service.
I love the Postal Service. All facts.
Others that ranked highly include Lysol, Visa, Hershey's, Dove, Tide, Lego, and the Weather Channel.
Yes.
Wow.
I was waiting for Tums.
Weather cleaning and
facts.
candy.
For Gen X, our people. The most trusted brand is
Let me guess.
Pepsi.
Chevy.
Dawn dish soap,
Okay. Marlboro Red.
followed by Oral-B,
Yeah.
Hershey's,
Yes, Oral-B.
Hershey's,
Yes.
Band-Aid,
Cuban
and
B.
Duracell.
Cool, man. That's
Others
awesome.
that ranked highly for Gen Z, for
Q-tip.
Gen X included Heinz ketchup, Tylenol, Home Depot, Clorox, Betty Crocker, and M&M's.
Betty Crocker hanging in, man.
Nobody giving Q-tip any love, dude.
3M.
Rafe.
My little ahead of the game.
Are you a little older, sir?
For boomers.
Yeah, tell me about it.
For boomers. So how old are boomers?
1945.
100,000 years old.
45.
To
76.
1960, whatever it is,
Okay,
4
so
or
for
something
boomers.
like that. Maybe longer.
The most trusted brand is
Dr.
Kleenex.
Halls.
Old, tried and true. I mean, listen, when I reach for Kleenex, I know what I'm getting. And their reputation is impeccable.
Such soft tissue.
Where's Depends at on this?
Marlboro.
Well, it's Kleenex, followed by Dawn dish soap, UPS, Tylenol, and Band-Aid.
And
Others-
Dawn's killing it.
Dawn's killing it.
And Band-Aid.
We love to wash our dishes and not have headache.
Dawn dish soap is the most trusted brand among all age groups.
I got it under my sink right now.
You're kidding. Is that P&G?
Me too.
What color you get? Blue?
Blue.
Me too.
Always blue.
Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Colgate, Philadelphia Cream Cheese, Bounty, and Hefty are among the highest ranked things for boomers.
Wow, fix-
wimpy. Hefty. Remember that commercial?
Yes.
That's still
Yeah.
burned into
That
my brain.
is nostalgia.
They're fixing things and cleaning up.
They'd show the bag breaking. Wimpy. And then they'd show the hefty one stretching and holding everything. Hefty. And I'm like, still up
Great
there.
ad campaign.
When I walk through the aisle, it's in there. It's in my head.
I forgot all
And
I
that.
don't want no wimpy. I don't want no wimpy garbage bags.
Nice try. Great value.
Have you ever had a plastic, trash bag size, like a real trash bag size, from any brand, ever, that the bottom blew out like that commercial
Yeah.
suggested? For real?
Yeah.
And usually
Yeah,
it's
because-
the little drawstring busts out.
Yeah, that'll tear. I'm talking about the bottom just falling out.
No, it'll be a tear, like something tore it from inside.
Yeah, you got a small hole here and there, but just two-handed and it's in the trash can.
We're a hefty family.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dawn. Hefty. And
Chevy.
I'm a Q-tip
Colgate.
man. Q-tips have more structural integrity than off-brand cotton
Yeah, I
swabs.
agree.
I don't go off brand.
Because you go to get in your ear and really get in there and like make your pain go away, because that's like every once in a while that is my meditation, just getting,
Yeah, well, it's all
getting,
about
like
the
about an
stick.
inch too deep and just being like I'm poking my eardrum right
Tickling
now.
your
I don't
brain.
care. I know you're not supposed to use them that way. Guess what? Never stopping. Gonna do it until I die. And Q-tips got some whatever. It's like a graphite. I don't know. It's like a golf club that was made with integrity that you can just
Yeah,
really
the
put
stick.
some torque.
The stick
on
has
it's
got-
the stick. It's not the swab.
No,
It is the swab,
stick.
though.
No, it's not the swab.
You get
it's
other
the stick.
off-brand Q-tips,
swab is good,
and
too.
the swab is too soft. And there's something about getting
Yeah.
the gooiness out of
You're
your
right.
brain that Q-tip does.
Q-tips got firm cotton, baby.
There was a time where I was afraid to admit I was putting Q-tips in my ear every day because it was always, you're not supposed. Whenever you say you use Q-tips in your ear,
Right.
somebody's always going, you're not supposed to do that. And I go, yeah, I know, I don't do that. But now I'm out of the closet.
You ever use
Man.
a Q-tip to get all up under your septum and your nose and your nostrils?
No, that's weird.
Try that.
Yeah, I stopped using Q-tips after
cool.
it damaged my ears.
Septum.
I had a real bad injury from it.
You did?
Huh?
What?
What? Huh?
Who? Anyway, hey, speaking of brands, if you're in the market for a new car, Consumer Reports just dropped their annual ranking of 32 car brands.
Yeah.
So these are the best and worst car brands according to Consumer Reports.
32 car brands. Can you name 32 car brands?
There are 32, and here are brands that were not included in the list: Fiat, Jaguar, Lucid, Maserati, Polestar, and Ram. So get those out of your...
Darn it.
Now,
All right.
these are all based on a combination of road tests, reliability, owner satisfaction, and safety. Okay, there is a new number one from last year.
Yes. Show me Acura.
Acura is number 12.
Damn it.
So these are the best and worst car brands according to Consumer Reports.
Toyota.
BMW.
Wait, hang on. So
Honda.
Acura is number 12. Would you say Toyota?
Toyota.
Number 9.
Honda.
Far too low.
Honda, number 5.
Give me Ford.
Ford is number 19.
BMW.
BMW is number 2.
What's
BMW was
up?
number 1
Look at
last
you guys,
year.
the Beamer
What's
boys.
up?
The Beamer boys are riding at number 2. But
Renault.
they were... Renault didn't even make those anymore.
Pontiac.
I think they did.
They're making a comeback.
Saturn.
Peugeot.
Okay,
Yeah, Peugeot's got to be up there.
Saturn.
Saturn is definitely gone.
Saturn is not here anymore.
Cool car.
I saw one the other day and
So
I was
does
like,
it.
are you a time traveler, dude? I for real saw Saturn in our parking lot.
Dude,
And it was just like the little, I don't even know what it's called, the little Saturn sedan. And it was silver and had like the paint peeling off of it. And I go, this person is a time traveler.
I had a gray Saturn View that was a stick shift, and it's like a small SUV. It was stick shift. I bought this thing for like, I don't know, $9,000, maybe less, with tons of miles on it. We drove that thing for, I'm going to say another 15 or 20 years. The thing was incredible. Those cars were awesome.
I see those
miss
every once in a while.
Well,
Still going.
the reason why Fiat, Jaguar, Lucid, Maserati, Polestar, and Ram were left out of the list because they didn't have at least 2 current models.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why those are not included.
Dang.
Jaguar didn't have 2 models?
No.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's fascinating.
2 current. No,
Show me
there's-
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
There you go.
Or as my father-in-law would say, Mercedes, number 23.
How about Porsche?
Porsche, number 4.
Porsche number 4? Oh, this is a strange list.
What about Mazda?
Oh, give me them. Yes. Number one.
Mazda is number 14. Why is it a strange list?
Because
Because again, these are all
Agreed.
consumer reports based on road tests, reliability, owner satisfaction, and safety.
Because every Porsche owner that I know talks about how like you got to know going in that they're not reliable. Although maybe they've stepped up the game because a lot of those Porsches, like all those SUVs, they're not on Porsche. They're not on Porsche chassis anymore.
Porsche had
it's
a,
like,
There's,
out of 100, Porsche had a 77 score.
I want to hear what the
There's,
other
like,
ones
mixes
are,
and
but I
stuff.
have an opinion. But I want to hold off till I hear 1 and 3.
You guys are still missing 1, 3, 6, 7,
We
8.
didn't say Chevy yet, right?
I'm gonna say VW.
Chevy. Chevy's number 25.
If Porsche is up in top
Kia.
5, let's say VW.
Volkswagen number 26.
Subaru.
Kia number 7.
The most
What'd you say?
stealable car.
Subaru.
Subaru is
Subaru.
number 1.
Wow.
Dang, dude, I love a Subaru.
Subaru edged out BMW to snag the number 1 spot. Again, based on a combo of road test, reliability, owner satisfaction, and safety.
Subaru people love their Subarus. man.
That's a thing, man.
So I will have a Subaru when I move to the mountains.
Yeah.
Well, you and
You have to.
everyone else in that town.
Yeah.
For sure. My sister moved to Colorado. First
And
thing my
bought-
parents
and they
bought.
gave Colorado gives you a Subaru.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
move there and they give you a stipend for a Subaru
They give you a Subaru and a flannel shirt.
and some bear mace.
Number 3. Nobody's got number 3. And I want your opinions. What's number 3 and what's dead last?
Tesla.
Tesla is number 18.
Number 3. Volvo.
Volvo is number 22.
Bentley.
Oh, I love it. Somebody was like,
Jaguar.
Jaguar's not on the list.
somebody said Moon says Saturns were so good they literally went out of business because of how bad they were. Oh, wow, that's Not true at all. They went out because in 2008, when everything was crashing, GM decided to focus on the main brands. But,
Yeah, idiot.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that.
Everybody knows that. What an idiot.
but I'm sure you drove a Saturn and it
What
was
an
terrible
idiot
for
this
you.
person is, huh?
I'm just
Moron.
saying, dude. I
Everybody knew.
had
Common knowledge.
Yeah.
I had a Saturn and it was indestructible.
Must comment.
Thing was incredible.
Cannot stop myself.
We haven't said.
Go back to bed, loser.
Oh my gosh. I didn't say that. I just said, you're wrong.
I just wanted to make my comment.
Come at me, bro.
You guys tell me to call in all the time
Yeah, you just want me to-
participate.
Hey, take your phone and flush it down the toilet.
And go get a Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPhone got discontinued because it sucked. I'm like, no, you flushed yours down the toilet, Ron.
You suck.
I'm just
Still
saying.
still no guesses, huh?
Have we
No,
said
man, why don't you just tell us?
Chrysler?
No.
No, there's still there. This is
What?
a list. I mean, you guys have. Well, there's a dealership
Oh,
across
Land
the
Rover.
street.
Land Rover.
Land Rover's number 30
How
out of 32.
dare this
Thank you.
list?
Anybody say Jeep?
Jeep is dead last.
Yeah, that makes sense. They trash
Jeep?
now.
Glad your son is driving your Jeep now.
Jeep is dead last this year.
Did someone say Honda or Hyundai already?
Hyundai is number 8.
Hyundai is
Hyundai.
8. Wow.
Nice.
Honda was 5.
Audi.
That's number
I'm
6.
just trying to get to 3 here.
That's number 6.
Okay, I'm getting closer.
You're getting close. We're
Am I in the
missing-
right ballpark? Is it-
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, is this the commoner's car? Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. No, this is
Okay.
not on the list. It's luxury.
It's a
Rolls.
luxury vehicle.
Rolls, no.
Not a Bentley, not a Rolls, not a...
It's a luxury vehicle. If somebody's got one, you go, whoa.
Lexus?
Lexus number 3.
Which is a Toyota product. Just like say
Infinity and Mini are tied at 10. Genesis number 13. Nissan 15, Chrysler 16, Buick 17, Mitsubishi 20. Nobody said Cadillac number 21, Lincoln 24. Alfa Romeo, which I've seen a lot of those on the road.
Yeah, I thought those were fancy.
Alfa Romeo 27, Dodge 28, GMC 29, and Rivian number 31.
Wow.
The Porsche. Okay, here's so a lot of those SUVs. The Porsche Cayenne is built on the same chassis as VW and Audi. So a lot of them, they're all sharing, different.
Yeah, a lot of these have
They're
the
all
same
made here.
parent company.
Yeah, I had
Right.
a VW van that was on a Chrysler chassis.
So listen, if you're looking for a reliable, satisfying, safe ride, Subaru is leading the pack right now. While Jeep, according to last year's data, might be one to avoid.
Outside of Subaru, I have a problem. Say the top 5. Subaru.
Subaru, BMW,
BMW.
Lexus, Porsche, Honda.
Here, 3 of those top 5, I feel like are getting by on the luxury, the owner satisfaction of having a cool car, because you never see high mileage Beamers. I've never seen somebody like, hey, I just hit 300,000 miles on my BMW. You never hear that. I've never heard anyone
Probably
say
because
that.
the owners get rid of them before.
But other people
They
buy
do
them.
lease.
I got buddies that'll like want them so bad. There's always your buddy that will buy like a 92 BMW and drive it around. But then it's like, he's like, it only has 130,000 miles on it. And then 10,000 miles later, it craps out or whatever. I feel like I just don't hear that often. But there are brands like Honda. Like my friend's a mechanic and he's like, dude, buy a Honda, a Toyota. Or he's
Yeah,
like, those things, he's like,
run forever.
I'm doing oil changes at 300,000 miles on Camrys that have had almost
Yeah.
no work done
If
to
you
them all the time.
Listen, if you take care of a car, it'll last forever.
Yeah, I really
That's what you
enjoyed.
want, I guess.
I really enjoyed owning Nissans, like a lot. I've had two or three, and they were excellent cars. But that Saturn Vue, man, it just never let down. It was I couldn't believe it.
Hey, if I wanted to go buy a Saturn right now, a used Saturn, somebody look up a price, like a used.
Yeah, I'll find my car because it's still
Right now, if I want to buy a vintage,
Oh, you can get the
vintage
cool.
Saturn.
Their sport car, the Sky Red Line. You can get that for $14,000. 2008, 37,000 miles.
2007 Saturn Aura XE, used 69K, Auto Trader St. Louis, $8,000.
Yo, check this out. Look at this. There is a 2004 Saturn Vue. That's what I had right there.
Yeah.
For $5,000 with only 63,000 miles.
Yeah. Wait, that's
40
like $4,000.
$4,800. Yeah, $4,000 right here. It has 104,000 miles.
Yeah.
$4,000. I mean, it's a 21-year-old car.
But that don't matter.
Here's
I mean,
It's got 104,000 miles, man.
I got places to go.
this is not bad.
63,000 miles. That's practically new, bud.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, dude, if you were looking for a car for under $5,000, this is the one.
I keep thinking about like selling everything, selling my car, selling my house, banking that money,
the inside looks nice.
Look at
driving
this.
some beaters.
Yeah, you should.
It's a friggin'
You should buy a crappy car and live in it.
it's a friggin' SUV.
Really suck
I
some
think
money
that's
away.
where I'm.
Yeah, you
headed.
should. You should sock a lot of money away that way.
Yo, guys,
Buy this Saturn, and
my-
then you guys move into it and sell your house and sell your Acura
and live in your Saturn.
and live in
Nice.
your Saturn and really sock money away. You'll retire 10 years earlier.
I got to take tomorrow off. I'm heading to Virginia.
to go buy this thing.
Yeah.
road trip.
Well, here's the 2009 that they're going to pay you $7,500 to
Oh, they
take.
pay you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Find that deal.
I'll be darned. I'll be
You got to
darned.
get this thing out of here. Oh, it's got daytime running lights. Whoa.
Yeah, it was, you know,
AM, FM radio.
all the
CD
best,
player?
all the best
front
tech.
front air conditioning. Tilted steering wheel.
No CD player.
Ah,
But who's using that anyway?
That's true.
Standard features. Cloth interior. Nice. Dual airbags.
But look at that. I mean, that's
Looks good.
it's in great shape, dude.
Great shape.
And now you've heard good things.
Except for one guy.
Well,
yeah.
He
Dumb.
hates Saturn. He even hates the planet.
And you know what? And that's BS because Saturn, the planet, is the coolest planet. Those
Of
rings,
all the planets.
in my opinion, yes.
Well, they quit making it.
It's so beautiful.
Have you ever tried to return something from Amazon and they'll just like keep it?
Yeah, that's happened a few times.
It's
It's
one
weird.
of the. Is it not one of the greatest joys you could experience in life?
Yeah, but usually it's a broken thing. You're like, can't I just get rid of it? I don't want to.
Dude,
No, if it's not broken, if maybe they just sent you the wrong thing or it's the wrong size or
That-
whatever, something just slightly off.
that happens with food too. You know, whenever like the server will bring out something that isn't yours and they're like, you know what, just keep it. Just eat it. It's already on the table.
they can't do nothing.
Right,
with
they
it.
can't take it back. That's the best.
Yeah.
You get a little free app that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, these are the little tiny joys we're experiencing now, and you know what? A new study found that everybody wins in this situation. So Walmart, Target, a lot of other companies do it now, mainly because it's not worth it to pay for the return shipping. But it turns out there's another reason they should keep doing it. It makes us buy more stuff. So researchers found that when we get to keep a return, it makes us see the brand as friendlier and more generous and more trustworthy. It's something industry insiders call brand warmth. And it makes us more likely to shop with that brand in the future.
I get that.
So that $5 pair of socks you didn't really want can end up making you a customer for life. And it even works when the first product you got was defective. But if they ask you to prove it didn't work, it cancels out the positive vibes. So if they just take your word at it, they're like, oh yeah, just keep it, we'll send you a new one or whatever. But if they're like, prove it,
Yeah.
that's the end of it. That's probably the end of the transaction forever with that brand.
Well, and that business is probably quite desperate if they're acting that way. Like Amazon, my goodness, what a profitable company that doesn't need anything right now. It's like doing completely fine. They can do that because they don't need the extra money. But then a smaller company that's like holding on to every dollar
Right.
they have, that's probably why they act like that.
I saw a social media post about Chewy, that website where you can subscribe, and get your
Yeah, the dog
pet.
stuff.
So whenever your dog, your dog passes away, and then you'll get that next shipment and you forgot to cancel it. And then you contact them like, hey, my dog passed. I'm not going to need this anymore. Well, they just give you the bag because they're like, they can't take it back. So they donate that. And then what they do is they'll send flowers a week later. And
That's amazing.
they say that people, most likely, if you already have a dog, you're getting another one and you're lifelong now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Customer for life.
Man.
Genius.
Chewy
Genius.
is awesome. They send out like birthday things for your animals. Like if you put your cat's birthday on there, they'll be like, "Hey, Clover's birthday's coming up. Enjoy 10% off." And I'm like, "That is they send it in the mail like a card.
Yeah.
That's the cutest damn thing."
So does Supplement
company.
Superstore, which is hilarious to me.
Who does?
Something at superstores?
Yeah. They'll send you like a birthday card and be like, 1 more year of gains. You know, and I'm like, all right, man.
10% off protein.
It's hilarious.
Boom.
And I'm just like, all right, brother. Give me some creatine gummies, I guess. I don't know what else I could buy from you guys. It's
Well,
just,
it's
a funny thing. It's a funny place to get a birthday card from.
It is the little things, though, that a company like whatever, they'll do. And it
Brand
goes a long
warmth.
way.
That's what it's called.
Brand warmth.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So if you think they're doing this out of the goodness of their hearts, you know, man, listen. There's a method to it.
Mm-hmm.
They know.
They've crunched the numbers.
They've crunched the numbers. Here are some not so great stories. You want these?
Good, yeah.
All right, let's start this.
Here we go. Well, you're going to the baseball game later, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Oh,
It's gonna be
man.
hot.
I know.
That
You're going
night
a good
game.
time.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's a 6:45 start.
Yeah, by nighttime, it'll be down to like 90.
I looked at the
It'll be
temperature.
fine.
I don't like it because I'll wear shorts and then your buns and your thighs stick to the seat at Busch Stadium, and you know they're not wiping those down.
It's gonna
so
be
everybody's
92.
sweat. I know it sucks.
It's going to be
Sloppy
92
Joe.
degrees at
My
6 o'clock.
sister's in town, and she's like, "We're going to the game."
Cool.
At 7 o'clock, don't worry, it's going to be 91.
Yeah, just wear
the sun
long
will be
pants.
off of
It'll be
you.
great.
Let's see what time I leave. You know, if by the time I'm leaving, probably like 8 o'clock.
89.
Oh, great.
What side of the park you on? West or east?
I don't know, pal.
Okay.
I just got tickets.
Do you know where your tickets are?
They're in my phone.
Okay. Well, what section?
I haven't looked at it.
Are they good seats?
Probably not. My sister bought them.
Uh-oh.
I love her very much, but she's making that lawyer money. But I go, well, are you buying us all tickets? She's like, yeah. And then she's like, did an Apple money request for $140. I go, what the hell's this, man?
What?
Oh, so
Aw,
she
that's
bought.
sweet.
Okay, so and we're all going to the game
Yeah.
together. And
On
then
me.
She hit you up for the money, for the tickets.
I'm like, dude, you're making like 6 figures now. Buy me something.
Hey, I took
Damn
you
it,
out.
Emily.
But it wouldn't be your first choice to go to the game.
It's never my first choice to go to any game, but I'm going for the nachos and a hat and to see my sister because I miss her.
It's a more important reason to buy. If you're making someone go to something that they wouldn't have chosen on their own.
And you make them buy the tickets.
Right.
After inferring that they got it.
Yeah.
That's the best. I already got the tickets.
I got the tickets.
I already got the tickets.
Okay, cool. And I was like, oh, Emily's buying Tim and I tickets
Nice.
we're going to go meet up with Emily and her dad. And then, here, $140. Can I have that money, please? I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, so 140. So these are $70
$70
tickets.
Somebody ever done that to you? Like invited you somewhere and then charged you?
Yeah, bought me
I've
something
had it
with my
happen
credit
before.
card.
Someone's like, concert or something that I'm not even interested in. Like, hey, man, I got 2 tickets to Nickelback. I'm going, and so canceled. You wanted to go? And I'll be like,
Something
come
you would
on.
never go to.
You're almost doing them a favor by accompanying them to it, and then you get there and be like, all right, the ticket was $80. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Dude, I don't want to be here at all.
I'm just going to keep you company.
Now I'm already like feeling like I'm a good person for just accompanying you, and now it's costing me money. That's a tough sell.
I don't know when it is in the age that you start to kind of just, like, we're going to Salem later on in this fall, okay? And I got the Airbnb, and I just paid for it. And I'm like, yeah, everybody just get you. My mom's like, I'll get the flights. You know, we're kind of dividing it up.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
This is
easier.
the way to do it. And, like, that's such a love language in itself. It's like, hey, I got you.
That's the
agree.
best, though. The invite to an event that you would never go to.
Right.
Like, you would never choose to go to a Cardinal game.
Right. Or any game. It's not just the Cardinals. It's any game.
And then to get the bill,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a hot and swampy
Like,
Wednesday night game.
I'm going to
you're
request
gonna
that
be
she buys my
thinking-
nachos, to be honest with you. I'm going to go, you
Yeah.
know what? You
2
owe me
helmets.
nachos. We need 2 helmets.
You're going to
Two
get a heat
helmets.
rash and be like, I paid $140 for this heat rash.
Right.
That sucks.
I'm going to have a stroke tonight and be late for work tomorrow.
All right.
Because I
love that you're coming to
go
work post-stroke. That's
Eat it.
Of
very
course I'm
should.
coming to work.
What a
post-stroke.
company.
Yeah.
What a way to toe the company line.
Hey, this show's not
Hail
gonna
Hubbard.
learn
Hail
itself. Hail Hubbard.
Learn had a stroke and came to work the next day.
Try to get a ball. Bring your glove.
Yeah, bring your mint.
Oh, God.
Are you gonna eat nachos out of a batting helmet? Huh?
I'm going to
You
eat out of the
better.
helmet. Here's my plans. I'm going to sit with my sister, and then we will eat the nachos, and then we will go up and see John Hewlett
Show-
in the broadcast
Yeah.
booth.
Can you show if
And
your
polo.
tickets are in your phone? Show Moon where.
Okay.
Oh, you have access to air conditioning.
Yeah, I'll go up and hang.
You'll be all right.
You
Show
gotta
Moon
get
where
easy.
the where
What is it? The
seats are.
ballpark app? Okay. And then, access tickets. Oh, I'm in 137.
I think that's pretty good.
Oh, 137 is not bad.
Okay.
137.
So if you holler at your girl, if you're going to the game tonight, 137, row 9.
You're going to regret saying that.
Yeah,
out
the
loud.
Enterprise
trying to-
Center.
What? Oh.
You fool.
You're going to regret
I
saying
want to
that
hang.
out loud.
Are you kidding me? I want to talk to people.
I was
I'm
trying
not watching
to
anything.
kind of keep it discreet, but
Oh.
okay.
Nobody's
Yeah,
going.
That's why I was looking over. Okay, so that
I have a
is
feeling there will not be a lot of people at this game.
there was
first
a lot yesterday.
baseline.
No, but your 10 biggest fans just bought tickets.
That's a good spot.
Well,
What-
come on down.
what section?
First baseline. I think you're
137,
Oh,
row 9.
yeah.
I think you're basically just past the
Oh, dude, these are great seats.
Are they?
yeah, just past the
you're-
net.
Okay, go Emily.
Actually, no, the net goes all the way.
No, you're above the dugout.
Oh, really?
No,
I'm going to catch a
no,
T-shirt
no,
tonight,
No,
dude.
almost.
You're
No,
to
you're-
the right
Yeah.
of
You're,
the
you're
dugout.
beyond.
Oh,
it.
okay. I'm sorry. That says dugout box.
Yeah, don't be.
Oh, okay.
Don't
You're
be
You're
silly.
the
just
nappy dugout.
you're
See,
just
look.
past on the first base side, past the really expensive seats.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll move.
You
We'll
get to
migrate.
see the rich people.
That's exciting.
You get to be them.
Cool. They're fun to see.
You could. Well, I mean, yeah, you could get a foul ball right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we sat in those seats once, and I think the net goes out that far
It does,
does
but
not.
high fly ball
over the net. But we sat. My wife got us tickets to go sit there, and we were like row 7. I think that exact section.
Really?
And second inning, because there was no net going out that far at that point, and I'm like, this is danger zone. This is
Yeah, you heads up.
This is a left-handed batter pulls a foul ball,
Yeah, gets
And-
a hold of a changeup is coming in your face.
and I heard above my second inning a screamer foul, and I could hear the seams of the ball go above my head.
Anytime I've
Like you
taken,
hear the.
yeah,
We're
when
not
I,
going to have time for this.
when I would
You
take
have
the
the net
kids,
there now.
we would
Okay.
sit there before the net, and I was like, guys, listen, when the game is going, eyes up. All right, you don't want to catch one of these things in the
I got
forehead.
eyes down. I got eyes in my beer, eyes in my nacho helmet.
Yeah, if you want to experience
I
that,
got no
with
hands for this.
pro baseball without the net, go to Springfield and watch the Cardinals down there. Because, I mean, it is the entire time you're scared to death every time.
I
someone comes-
was scared to death.
That's awesome.
And there were 4 women sitting in front of us in the row in front of us knitting,
Oh, nice.
without a care in the world.
How do you get in that club?
But they're watching the ball game.
Moon's mom probably.
They were watching the ball. They were watching the ball game, but they were all for. I think it was their season tickets,
That's sweet.
and they were knitting.
I love
First of all,
that.
how do you get sewing needles into Busch Stadium?
Great question.
They have them in there. Maybe they got a locker.
Maybe they do.
That's a great point. I'm sure they're plastic and got the little nubbies on them.
I don't know, but they were knitting sweaters, and I'm sweating. And to hear those seams go right above your head, maybe a foot or two.
What's up with the shade? You think I'll have some shade
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
at
not
6:45?
Oh no!
there.
What?
I mean, ever so slightly.
Where am I?
close.
I'm
It'll
in
get
the
close.
first
There's no shade
baseline?
there.
Ever so slightly. Sun setting in the west. You're on the south side of it.
Oh, you're in it.
Yeah.
You're in it, sister. Wear a tank top.
You're asking for a box fan.
All right, sister.
You're asking for a box fan in hell right now.
Yeah, you need row like 20 or
what?
30 something. You're row 9. That's row sun.
Except your
Oh yeah.
These games are going to get some light. That's good.
At first, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be.
Oh, it's going to be
Show up in the
hydrate.
third inning, leave in the 7th.
You know, this is around the same area that we were sitting in. It's funny because my stepdad was like, Emily can't stand the heat. So the fact that we're going to this game is hilarious.
What an odd choice of activities for
well,
the family.
this is her post Father's Day gift to Jerry.
Yeah.
And so.
She didn't know it was going to be 100.
And she didn't know. You're right. But the last time that we sat in this area as a family, Emily was like 4 years old. And she had heat stroke. And I had to carry her up. She was like, I'm going to throw up.
My goodness.
And my mom and my stepdad were like locked into the game. And I'm like, okay, I'll take her to the bathroom. And then I'm holding her hand walking up the steps to get to the landing. And she's like, Sissy, I'm going to throw up. And then I picked her up and ran up the stairs like the hero I am. And then she vomited all over one of the workers who worked there,
Oh my gosh.
just straight up.
nice.
Lucky.
And I'm like, where is my mother? Like,
You
why do I
returned-
sound like the teen mom? Why am I dealing with this?
So now you're returning to the scene of the crime.
She better be carrying my ass up if I get a heat stroke. That's all I'm saying.
Or play the hero music that you got that thing there. She just told a heroic story of her saving her sister's life.
And
By letting her
they
throw up
say
on a guy who was
that
selling.
hero will save us. Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks so much.
I will be your hero, Emily. I will take away the pain.
Hope it's worth $140 plus park. Who's driving?
Probably Tim.
So let's throw in parking.
And we will be parking close because we got to leave early.
Oh, that's $30.
Go ahead.
Let's add up what Lern's going to spend tonight.
Dude, I saw something.
Yeah, how much
about-
are nachos and beers these days?
A lot.
Go ahead and tell that story.
What?
Give me some audio. And next time you tell a story like that, you got to give me a heads up.
What's this?
Tell us about a
This is
4-year-old Emily having heat stroke.
Yes. My sister was
Parents
sitting in the
ignoring.
sun. Parents ignoring, not hydrating their 4-year-old effectively enough for the day game. Emily says, I think I'm going to throw up. Mom says, hey, can you take her to the bathroom? Because I'm really into this game right now. Me, yes. Holding hands with the little 4-year-old who's decided she's going to throw up right now.
Running up the stairs in slow motion.
I'm
Sissy,
18 years
pick
old.
me up.
I'm 18 years old. I got to get her to the top of the stairs.
We're running out of
We're
time.
running out of time. It's too late. All of a sudden, a man who looks like he should be working as an umpire, standing at the top with a lanyard. Emily throws up on his shoes, his new shoes.
New shoes.
I apologize and take her to the bathroom, but it's too late because she's already released everything
and
she
he's
had.
telling this vomit's not going to come out of these shoes.
These were my magic shoes.
Somebody
Anyway.
grab the helmet of nachos.
How much are you going to spend tonight? So you got $140 for 2 tickets.
$30 parking,
$30
probably.
parking. We're
So
going to have a drink.
$170. Oh yes, we will have a beer. So big ass beer at the ball yard,
Tim can have a beer.
probably
Okay, so that's
another $40.
yeah,
$30.
Probably $18 a piece.
All right, so we're over 200 now. Nachos are probably $14.
Yeah.
I don't know
Tim's
what he's
gonna
going
get
to eat.
something.
Yeah, he's going to eat something.
Is Tim going to get nachos too? You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing.
You're not sharing at all. Get your hands out of my nachos.
Right. He might get a veggie dog.
He may get a veggie dog, gross, but that's fine. That's another
Those are
14.
free.
The
at
only
least.
one that will be sold tonight. Those are free. Those are already in the trash. And then, and then the Dippin' Dots maybe in a helmet. I don't
Maybe
know,
Dippin'
man.
Dots. Oh, we're in at least $300
I'm
tonight.
at least three. Happy Father's Day to me.
Isn't that a nice gift
My
she got
dad's
you?
dead. Yeah, great.
You're in
I'm watching
$300.
Emily enjoy her time with her father. I'm like sad. $300 in the hole.
And you know he's going to pay for her.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, have fun tonight.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Who loves Grant's Farm?
I
We all
do.
do, right?
You know I do.
Did you hear about the elk that escaped?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was telling Mallory about it, and we were so sad yesterday.
So, an elk from Grant's Farm managed to escape, ended up on Gravois. So, picture this: you're driving home, and suddenly there's an elk wandering down the street. It's another day in South St. Louis.
It's a dream come true.
Really is, dude. That's where I grew up. I rode my bike around there. Was it over on? You said it,
On Gravois.
like by Gravois and Edian Park, like that whole.
I don't know
that whole
exactly. I don't have an exact location, but you're driving down Gravois, and there's an elk just wandering down the street.
Somebody left the gate open.
It takes a sad turn.
What?
Yeah, it got
It got hurt.
Got injured.
Seriously enough where they had to euthanize it.
I'm assuming he got
Oh,
injured
no.
on the escape.
I don't like
Was
that.
it during the escape? Was it like the barbed wire or something?
It had to have been, right? Because wouldn't it have used tranquilizers to...
The elk got seriously hurt while it was out of its enclosure. After the vets checked it out, the team at Grant's Farm had to make the tough decision to put her down.
That sucks. I love Grand.
So will they at least... they'll use the body and stuff?
Will we be eating
Yeah. Like
elk steaks?
They don't just throw it away, right? They use it?
You could eat elk, right? That's a
Heck yeah. Elk is incredible.
calm
Yeah.
down. Get it.
I don't know. Did they stuff it
That'd be cool.
and keep them? Or her?
The staff said they did everything they could to help, but the injuries were just too severe. They also made a point to check the entire deer fence line to make sure that's secure, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. A local resident, who I guess Fox 2 got a hold of, remembered a similar incident last year when an elk crashed into a fence. But she said she'd never seen anything quite like this, where I guess police had to herd the thing with their cars. They had to herd it like into...
Yeah. Like they had to do with the cows that one
Yeah.
time. The Slaughterhouse 6 or whatever. Well, that sucks, and I hate that news. But I will say this. If you are not following the St. Louis Zoo for the jet content, the baby elephant, you're missing out on some serious serotonin for your brain. It is so lovely to see
What?
this little baby elephant
Where can
just
one
having a great
follow
time.
us?
Just St. Louis Zoo. They're always sharing Jet, and he's so cute. And he gets in the pool, and he's living his life in captivity. But still, he's
Fine.
living his life.
Oh, there's Jet. Jet the baby elephant. Look at that.
I haven't gotten to see him
Let's hope he
yet.
doesn't get out and they have to put him down.
Well, and also two bison calves were born at St. Louis, the Lone Elk Park. So that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't want everybody to be sad about this
Nice.
elk.
Well, you know, one of the funny things about this elk getting out was, even as this is all unfolding, you know, cops trying to corral this thing, nobody stopped. I mean, drivers going down gravel. Well, we got places to go.
I would have stopped.
To do what?
I don't know, just gawk.
Then you turn into one of those
I
Yellowstone
feel like you're-
tourists.
Yeah, then I feel like you're in the way. I
Well,
mean, did they want people
I am
to
in the
stop?
way.
No, I don't know, but I would just, you know, no even like slowing down. Like, what's going on there? Just keep going.
People probably think elk are just walking around. You know, some people just don't know what's a native species to our area.
It is par for the course down there, though. I mean, that was one of the coolest parts of growing up down there, is I passed it all the time. And you're like, you come up to this one corner, and you're like, oh, I know that in the morning, this little herd of whatever likes to sit in
We'll
this
be
corner.
out there,
I hope to see them.
Hello, llamas. This sounds unbelievable, but this really happened. Police had to shoot a massive aggressive catfish after it was attacking and injuring people at a lake.
Is this in Germany again?
Oh God, where is this? They said this catfish was more than 6.5 feet long and weighed almost 200 pounds.
Was it in a lake?
Yeah.
There's been in the last 5 or 6 years. Here's your local or your global fish news. In the last couple of years, they've had these giant catfish that they've like one was called Kuno, I think Kuno the catfish. This thing was so freaking big it ate a dog supposedly.
Whoa.
Ate a dog and like was terrorizing some people and then ended up dead. It like ate something so big that it choked on it. Ended up dead, but this thing was so big and so notorious in the area. I think this was in a German lake as well that they actually stuffed it. And I think this is another one of those cases of a giant catfish. It was like biting folks.
Well, yeah. So according to reports, swimmers at this lake were caught off guard when something in the water started biting them and scratching them. And at first, nobody would have imagined like it was a fish behind it. But as more people were hurt, it became clear that something big, something dangerous was lurking below the surface.
I'm done getting in water.
I was gonna say, don't tell my kids this. We're about to jump in a lake.
And then when police arrived, they spotted the culprit, a giant catfish measuring over, well, it was 2 meters long, so more than 6.5 feet, weighing 90 kilograms or almost 200 pounds. Given the size and the aggressive behavior of this catfish, they decided they had no choice but to put it down.
Oh, did they stuff it? Did they do something with it? Because that's cool.
The catfish, once finally subdued, and officials confirmed it was responsible for all 5 injuries. The lake is safe.
Can you imagine?
For now.
You're just out, you get thrown off a wave runner or something, and a 200-pound catfish comes up and says hello.
I'd be happy.
Isn't that crazy to think
yeah,
about?
man, the whiskers alone are so big.
Yeah, my neighbor used to go, what's it called?
Noodling.
No, jugging.
Oh,
You ever seen that? Like you put a basketball
Trout
or,
line,
or
yeah.
like and so basically you just go out in the river and you put some catfish bait on a big old line and you put it on a basketball or a jug or not really coffee cans but like something that has a bunch of air and that's
Like a milk
basically
jug.
your bobber. Yeah, like a milk jug.
Yeah.
And that's your bobber. And the thing goes down and you're like boop.
There it is.
And you just kind of wait for it to pop back up because the fish is done struggling, gets tired. Pull it up and he said he usually averaged like 40, 50-pound catfish, and he got an 88-pounder once.
Golly.
All I thought was 88 pounds. I
Yeah,
had
this
no
thing
idea they
weighed
got that big.
200 pounds.
I know, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
wild.
200 is insane.
You could ride that thing.
Yeah. 6.5 feet long?
That's a river
That's what they
dragon.
say. If you go dive down by dams, like you'll see the giant ones there.
Kentucky Lake, wherever the dam is in Kentucky, I had a friend that was like a scuba diver that went down there, and he said they just like sit in front of the turbines because like if you go deep, and he's like, those things are twice the size of you.
Yeah.
He's like, there's some monster like nuclear catfish in that lake where they just sit down at the bottom and like because it's churning up the water and all the stuff on the bottom, and they just like the running water over them. They can just swim in place and just eat. And and get fatter and bigger and fatter. It's like these things are gigantic.
Scuba diving
somebody
in a
said-
lake.
Did a car hit the elk?
Oh, is that what happened?
Somebody said somebody hit the elk with their car.
Ooh. I
And
don't know.
imagine calling up insurance. Like, man.
Yeah, well, you got hit. You hit an elk.
Were
Were
you
you
in
in
Alaska?
Yellowstone?
People are driving like
No,
lunatics.
Gravoy. Well, I don't think it's somebody driving like a lunatic. I mean,
I do.
an elk is not expected on Gravoy.
Well, no, but it's a big ass thing that's walking in front of your car and you're hitting it. So
That strip of Gravoy is a wild place too.
Oh, for
Between
sure.
the
I know,
elementary school and,
that-
and the athletic association, like psh, that's
Yeah,
a.
there's an ice rink right there.
You talking about Afton Athletic Association?
Yeah, huh?
So that's the bottom of the hill. Top of the hill is Grant's Farm up
Yeah.
by Sappington. Is
Holy.
this Sappington School?
Holy hell, dude. I put in biggest catfish ever found.
Oh, was it like one of them Philippine rivers?
646 pounds and 9 feet long.
Holy cow.
Where was that? That's Asia, right?
Yeah,
these
it's
are
in
the
Thailand,
sleeper
yeah.
cells, dude.
Fukushima.
That's the Mekong. Yeah,
We're
that's
talking about sleeper cells. These catfish are
Yeah,
growing.
bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
If I saw a 700-pound catfish, I'd never get in the water again.
You know where they're hanging out too is Party Cove at Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah,
Oh, you want to hear another
You better
terrible
watch
story?
your boobs.
Friggin' elephant.
Want to hear another terrible story? Of course you do.
Is this the
course you
Rizzuto Show? Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. All right, imagine being trapped inside a volcano for a couple days.
Oh my God, I saw this.
Whoa.
The pole dancer? Yes.
The woman from Brazil?
She's a pole dancer.
Oh, she is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, she's in trouble.
I know. I bet she wishes she had a pole right now so she could.
Well, they don't
shimmy
know
up.
what's going on, if she's even alive.
Right.
So the 26-year-old woman from Brazil, Juliana, she was hiking in Indonesia on vacation. So she was exploring Mount Rinjani with a small group over the weekend. She got tired and asked to stop and rest. But the local guide apparently just kept going, leaving her behind. And according to Juliana's sister, when the guide finally realized, hey, we're down a person, and somebody said, oh, Juliana's resting, he went back to check on her. She had fallen more than 1,600 feet down a steep cliff into a volcano crater.
Terrible.
For more than 3 days, nobody knew her exact condition because they can't get to her.
But they knew she fell.
She was like unresponsive down there.
At one point, they sent a drone down there. Drone footage showed her wedged on a rocky ledge deep inside the volcano, and she seemed motionless at first. And they're like, oh, she's dead. But rescue teams later heard her calling for help,
Holy cow.
and they cannot get to her.
Yeah, helicopters can't get to her.
Terrain is dangerous, the thick fog, unpredictable weather. I mean, helicopters can't get access, so rescue teams have to inch their way down on foot, which is both slow and risky.
Yeah.
So I saw a report that she.
Has anyone called Tom
thought she
Cruise?
passed.
Is she dead?
Said they. Yeah, according. I mean, but this was yesterday, so I don't know if it's changed.
So even with the rescue teams trying to get their way down on foot, they got to pull back because it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
God.
The family who found out about her accident through social media is desperate for more help,
Terrible.
This is
frustrated about how slowly the rescue's going.
this is in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they got to her, she was dead.
Oh my God.
Man.
She took like one last photo too, because the photo they had in the article was her, essentially on the ascend, I guess, to get to where she eventually would perish. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, it says here that they it took them 4 days to get down there, and she was found dead on Tuesday.
It's terrible.
Oh man. Way to go, Lern.
What?
Why'd you bring that up?
Come on, man. But I looked at her. I was like, oh my God, this is somebody. She's a cute,
Yeah.
full of life, lovely woman. And it's like, I was like, well, yeah, this is like my friends. My friends do this stuff. I mean, she looks like anybody you hang out with. And it's like, boom, she's gone. It's in a volcano.
Yeah, and the guide left her.
Well, did he leave or she wanted to rest?
She wanted to rest, and God's like, no, we're going.
And he kept going.
And he kept going. And they don't know how she fell.
Right.
1,600 feet down into an active volcano. Yikes. And, terrible ending. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Happy Wednesday.
Thank you.
Sorry. All right. On a brighter note, today's Team Riz Remember the Day is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Arnold, Missouri, Patty Lamoureux.
Yeah,
Patty. Remember the Day. Patty says the show is the only quote-unquote talk radio I could listen to without losing my mind. Patty says, my adult son forced me to listen to us on a trip, and she says she's listened ever since.
Nice.
She only drives Rubicons and has a job so her dog's going to have a fabulous lifestyle.
Fancy.
I love
Last place car.
A Rubicon, that's right.
it. But first place in our hearts.
Patty Lamoureux from Arnold is our Team Riz Remember the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
AC/DC fans are stunned by what they're seeing, but not in the way that you would think. Kevin James could possibly be the new Jelly Roll. Nostalgia in theaters this weekend, and young and old people in paradise. Is this really what we need, America? We'll find out soon.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And do you guys know this new term, screen divorce?
No.
We'll chop it up next. Stay there. So we'll have the Blink-182 tribute band in here feeling this around 9 o'clock. They're playing the Almost Warped Tour 25 this Saturday over at 9 Mile Garden. Celebrate all your pop-punk memories with an 11-band all-day concert. Moon's going to be down there starting at 11. That's this Saturday. That should be fun. Hopefully the weather will be good for you, Moon.
I think it's going to be great.
Great. So you guys know what screen divorce is? It's a trendy term. Well, screen divorce and sleep divorce. Sleep divorce, that's when you opt to sleep in a different bed or a different room. Maybe because, your partner snores or you snore or you just sleep better and need some alone time. Well, screen divorce is kind of the same thing, but with streaming and TV.
Oh.
So a writer for the Guardian just did a big op-ed on it. Screen divorce is when you don't have to agree on what to watch. You just both watch whatever you want on separate screens. You can watch in different rooms or in the same room, and one of you wears headphones. The idea is you avoid the situation where one person has to suffer through a show they don't actually like. Just like sleep divorce, it's something lots of couples already do, especially now that everyone has three TVs, 2 iPads, and a phone. It just has a name now.
Yeah, I feel like this was the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most households, the dad would be in one room, the kids and mom.
Well, we have to have a term for everything now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Why does it have to be divorce?
Yeah.
Why can't it be
Sounds
just
so harsh.
like just call it like
Screen
TV
wisdom.
freedom?
My parents have
there.
not shared a TV screen since before I was born.
So your parents have been screen
Adopted.
divorced for a long time.
Forever.
I feel like your parents sleep in twin beds in the same room. Is that true?
The Brady's.
Tell me what's up with the
Close.
Miss.
Are we going to push
Grandma
the
and
beds
Grandpa
together
Moon.
tonight?
Well,
Do they have separate beds?
I don't know if they can
They
keep their
used
hands
to.
off. And lose.
they used to. So my mom likes. Yes, she likes.
On the prairie, dude.
She likes like a waterbed type thing. And my dad does not. So they used to. It looks like one big bed, but it's 2 different mattresses. Like put together.
Yeah.
She's got her side like legit, and he's got his. But he's been in my old room for I don't know how long, forever.
So
ago.
they've had the sleep divorce.
Yeah, they're full grandparents. Like full, like my grandparents slept in different rooms.
Whoa.
And they're like that too. But as far as TVs go, my mom has the upstairs, my dad is downstairs. Like it's a it's a
Do
split.
they ever watch TV together?
0 minutes that I've ever seen.
Whoa.
I'm trying to review if there's been ever anything like any instance in which we were all watching the same thing, and it's a 0 minutes. 0.
Interesting.
I feel guilty if like my wife's watching something downstairs and I'm watching something upstairs. We're not together.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
I feel the
Same
same
thing,
way.
same thing. Yeah. But we vibe on the pretty much the exact same stuff, other than like I watch soccer games and she doesn't watch that. But yeah, my mom's upstairs watching Cardinals games, and my dad is watching who knows what, news or westerns, downstairs.
So that's screen divorce. Your parents have been screen divorced and apparently sleep divorced for
Since
a very long
the
time.
Started
60s.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole idea of feeling shame about like, oh man, like I have to announce to Tim, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go in the room and read my book. It's like, what? Like, why do we feel this way? Like, he will stay up and watch TV. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go read in bed.
Yeah.
And it's fine. But, like, why do you feel like shame or like you're guilty for that?
Because we all have busy lives and we want to spend as much time with each other as possible.
Yeah.
And maybe when it comes to, and I don't know, it's fine to be alone.
It is.
What, Scott?
No, I was just saying, I'm glad that she's saying that because I feel the same way. I'm just like, well, I better be in there with Allison. I can't
Right.
go over here or do that. And I think she feels the same way.
Nothing like quietly resenting each other and building it up. Or feeling like you have to.
That's right.
Yes.
It's good for all of you.
That's our. But you
It's
guys
guilt.
know.
It's what.
I'd like to do something that makes me happy, but I'll gotta placate to the others' insecurities.
That's our date
And you're
time,
both
though.
thinking the same thing,
Right.
and you're both quietly resenting each other for it.
But yet doing it for a loving reason.
It's a good reason. It's a very
But yet
it's a
doing
noble
it out,
reason.
Doing it out of love.
It's a noble reason.
I
That's
just
our.
want to be in bed, you know?
That's our date time though, because we don't go anywhere.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I'll watch something I'm not interested in, just spend time with her. That doesn't bother me though. I'll just be like, sometimes I find stuff I like. That's how I found The Handmaid's Tale. I was like, I didn't think that'd be for me. And then I was like, this show's great.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Handmaid's Tale, and I was like, I can't anymore.
I can't
It got
watch
to a
it.
point where I went,
got a
I'm
little-
out.
Everything
I'm
gets
sorry,
a little over
babe.
the top.
You're
by
on your
season
own on
5 or
this.
The
6.
show is
but-
so abusive that
You're on your own.
It abuses you as a
It's
viewer.
too
It
real
does.
from what I've heard. And I'm like,
It
my heart
is.
can't take it right
It's
now.
wild.
Can't deal.
It's not a feel-good franchise.
No.
I'll tell you
Well, it
that.
depends on who you are, but not for any of us.
Yeah. If it is a feel-good franchise, look inward.
Right. Go to therapy immediately. You need to rethink your entire existence.
Immediately isolate yourself from society.
Stay the hell away from women.
All right, today is June 25th. Back in the day, 58 years ago, 1967, the Beatles performed All You Need Is Love on live TV for an audience of 200 million people. You ever see the video of them doing that? It was great. 200 million people watched. The Rolling Stones and The Who were in the studio as part of the audience. 48 years ago, 1977, park ranger Roy Sullivan struck by lightning for a record 7th time.
Wow.
He
survived all the strikes, but killed himself in 1983.
Oh, man.
Sorry, man. I don't know. It's what
Oh,
happened.
man. Can you imagine? That's almost like telling God, like, since you can't get it done.
Oh, man.
I'll do it myself.
Sometimes if a man wants a job done, he gots to do it himself. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. I wonder if he was just like, no, I'm not, there's not going to be an 8th.
Well, I think they said it like, you know, you're hit by lightning so many times,
Gonna
probably
assume it.
rewired your brain.
It fried you a little bit.
I just imagine somebody in like a restaurant using that old colloquialism, like, you know, they say lightning never strikes twice, and a guy with like white hair and like one cloudy eye turns around and goes, that's a bunch of bull crap.
What do you know, Carl?
7 times.
He's like got smoke rising off his head as he says it.
He's got Doc Brown hair.
What's the
That's what I
movie?
was
7
thinking, too.
times.
What's the movie where they talk to that guy? He goes, "You've been struck by lightning 7 times." He goes, 66 times. What is that?
The
What?
Sandlot. No,
I don't know.
He's got like a stripe in his hair. It's like Great Outdoors or something. You guys, you know what
I
I'm
know
talking
what you're
about?
talking about. I don't remember the movie. 32 years ago, 1993, Sleepless in Seattle comes out.
Great movie.
29 years ago, 1996, Jay-Z puts out his album Reasonable Doubt. 28 years ago, 1997, the great Jacques Cousteau dies at the age of 87. 26 years ago, 1999, Adam Sandler's Big Daddy comes out.
Love that movie. What do you think about that movie?
Big Daddy? It's all right.
Okay. Didn't you want the apartment that he and Jon
Yes.
Stewart had so bad?
You know what's
Sweet.
funny? When Big Daddy
I'm
came
a
out,
Scuba Steve fan.
I
too.
was not as big of a fan. I did not think.
It took me a couple watches for that
Me
one.
too. Like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and all those, they were just so right up my alley.
It
so-
wasn't your traditional goofy.
right.
That's why I liked it. I kind of thought I felt like it was his graduation film.
I
was wrong because he went back to super goof.
What was his name? Something Roth? He always has like a cool classic
Mark?
rock thing. Mark Roth? No. That's
What was whose name?
what was Adam Sandler's name in Big Daddy? It was something Roth.
Got me there.
Sonny or no? Yeah, Sonny.
It was
He-
Sonny, but I didn't think
Hip
it was
Hop
Rock.
Anonymous?
No, I thought Sonny
Sonny
was
Koufax.
wedding. Sonny Koufax. That was
Sonny
Big Daddy?
Koufax.
Yeah.
Well, what was his last name? One of his movies, he had the last name Roth, which I think is a nod to David Lee Roth.
Was a wedding singer?
Well, it wasn't
That was
Billy
Robbie
Madison
Hart.
or Happy
Robbie Hart.
Gilmore.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Robbie
maybe it was
Hart.
Jack and Jill. No.
19 years ago today, in 2006, Nicole Kidman marries Keith Urban. And 16 years ago today, in 2009, Farrah Fawcett dies. She had anal cancer. Do you remember who died that same day? That basically pushed her off the headlines. Farrah Fawcett.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson died.
Yeah. Because today is the day that his daughter Paris starts her tour with Incubus, and everybody's all upset about that. So that's how I knew that.
Why are they upset about that?
Because it's Michael Jackson's death anniversary, and they want her to be sulking for her dead
God.
dad.
And people are pissed about that?
People are
Get
pissed
outta
about that. Yeah, we
here.
talked about that when you were off.
I don't even believe that that's real.
I don't believe that's real either.
By the way, 51st dates Henry Roth. That's what Adam
I hate
Sandler's
that
name.
movie.
I love that movie.
Oh, you would.
I know. It's a terrible ending.
Don't
It makes
say
me
anything.
depressed.
It's tragic.
It's a tragic ending.
It's hard to handle. It's a hard to handle
It
movie.
stuck with me for a long time.
But
He
it's
and Drew
genius.
Barrymore are such a great duo.
So,
Alan Covert as 10-second Tom gets no better than that.
all right. So let's not get off topic here because I want to talk about Michael Jackson for a second here. So 16 years ago today, he dies. And again, Farrah Fawcett dies in the morning, and then Michael Jackson dies later that day, pushes her off.
You said rectal cancer? What did you
Anal cancer.
Oh my. You know what? I actually think Farrah's okay with this because I doubt she wants everybody to remember her as dying from anal cancer.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Michael Jackson,
Well, I
for
think when
taking that
when
away.
she had it, she was like an advocate for like, hey, this is something that could happen.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
But when I think of Farrah Fawcett, I want to remember her on the skateboard.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to remember her dying from anal cancer.
Yeah. Something wrong with Ferris
So-
Fawcett.
Yes, something is
But
wrong
as far
with
as
her
Michael
Fawcett.
Jackson goes, I feel like a lot of us have very complicated relationships with Michael Jackson.
The world does. Yeah.
You're ignorant.
We love him and despise him at the same time.
Yeah.
It's very
We love his
complicated.
personal life, but his music's what's controversial.
Scott also loves The Handmaid's Tale.
Go home.
You need to take a break.
Handmaid's Tale.
You know what?
He
I'm
was
gonna
like,
wear my
I saw
bonnet
him
here
furrow his
tomorrow.
brow. He's like, "What? You guys don't love that show
Scott!
of King?"
Like, I think we all like it's R. Kelly. We hate, right?
Yeah.
So we find it all tough to listen to R. Kelly music.
Right, and now like Puff Daddy.
Which is,
Well, there's all sorts of musicians.
yeah, we're splitting a lot of weird hairs in society. That's what some people also just get away with. Some people we just don't penalize for stuff too. It's wild.
I mean, Michael Jackson accused and never convicted of, but accused of some pretty horrific stuff, and we all
Yeah.
we all know the dude was a weirdo.
Yeah, he was very strange.
He was a very strange person.
Lived
Yeah,
a
but it
very
was-
strange life.
Right, but what was strange intentionally and what was strange because of Arrested Development and whatever he went through as a kid?
Sure.
Regardless,
Because,
strange
he was an
person.
absolute studier and genius of the P.T. Barnum stuff, from the Bubbles phase to the Hyperbaric Chamber to all this. Like, he was very much modeling the P.T. Barnum, like, shock value, go crazy, always be in the headlines, be talked about, be the weirdo. Like,
Yeah.
and he personified it in a freaking genius way. And in my opinion, crazy respectable. Like, dang, dude. Like, he went full Kaufman. He was, Andy Kaufman times 100. He was full
Yeah,
Kaufman.
but okay. Beyond that, though, the stuff with holding kids' hands, walking through the zoo.
Right. I have no idea what that was. Like, and still
Weird, strange.
That's the weird
sleepovers.
That's the worst part of all of it is I don't think we'll ever know the truth. Like the zoomed in. What's the real truth? And that's the real difficulty I have with it, because I have all this, obviously all the suspicion, all
Right.
the accusations, all this, all that, and it's like
The evidence.
just somebody tell me.
The evidence is there. I mean,
Did you watch the Neverland documentary?
No,
yeah, dude. It's
They tell you.
strange.
they tell you what.
They tell you.
They tell you
there's
what?
a lot
Their
of
side of it?
kids that were at the sleepovers that tell you pretty congruent stories
I mean, the
of
fact
the
that
same type of behavior.
the fact that he's walking through the zoo,
The fact that
in
he had
front of the press, holding a little kid's hand.
Yeah. Well, they talk about in the doc, which this is, even if this is circumstantial, it's alarming that he would put wine in Coke cans and call it Jesus juice and give it to kids and get them drunk, And then he had a bell with a string attached to it where he'd stay up in the top of Neverland and have sleepovers with kids, and the bell would ring if anybody was coming. So he would, and when the bell rang, he'd make him get out of his bed and like.
No kidding.
There's a lot of weird stuff.
A lot of weird.
There was a lot of weird behavior for sure, like inappropriate for sure. Now, whether or not molestation and all that stuff,
not proven.
I mean, it's hard because there's a lot of people. It's not proven, but there's.
But then
a lot
there's
of people
also that
saying
he wanted to be Peter Pan.
I mean, he wanted to be a little kid.
He didn't get a normal childhood because of his father.
Right. So was he acting a child? And that's where this came. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll never know.
His excuse,
There's so intense blurred lines because I think some of it was so legitimately messed up Arrested Development stuff. And then what crossing the line now? The whole thing. That's what I'm saying. Like it is such a thing
But
because
the Smooth Criminal video was tight.
Dude, Thriller every Halloween.
And this is the complicated relationship
Yeah.
we all have.
I think it's probably one of the most complex ones we'll ever deal with in our lifetime.
And probably the greatest entertainer of all time.
I know.
I just saw a thing that Smooth Criminal video was based on a Fred Astaire movie.
Really?
It's like a Fred Astaire. He's wearing the white gangster suit and everything, and kind of does a lot of the dances. And I'm like, he really was like a connoisseur of music and culture.
I watched a video. I guess he played the Super Bowl halftime show back in 1993, and it was the director was being interviewed, and the director was supposed to start the music when Michael Jackson took his glasses off on stage, and he pops up on stage. And for 2 minutes, he's just standing still. Mm-hmm. And the director's screaming, Michael, take off your glasses. Michael, take off your glasses. And he just let the whole thing breathe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome.
And then he pulls off his glasses, and it's the most spectacular performance of all time. I mean, God.
It's control. Like he was a master of control.
That This Is It documentary of his last tour that never got to be was incredible to watch. The process of him. But he was obviously really messed up.
Really messed up. But the guy had some good songs.
Red Flag.
Yeah, Red Flag.
Yes, okay, maybe
that's the worst song you could have picked.
Maybe a different track.
Fortress. Let me change it up here.
Red flags were everywhere.
It's a great song, man.
I know.
Let me put on another one.
Sing it, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, my God. Somebody just sent us over the Michael Jackson Farrah Fawcett joke.
Uh-huh.
You ever hear this one?
We're about to. Let's go.
Farrah Fawcett. Thank you, Chris. I never heard this. Farrah Fawcett died and went to heaven. God said, you've been so good your whole life. I'll grant you any wish you want. So she says, I just want to save the children. Then God killed Michael Jackson.
Oh, man.
My God.
Well,
dude.
Oh, my God.
okay.
Hey, do you have that voicemail? Did you ever hear that voicemail? And correct me if I'm wrong. Was this true? Like it was some sort of voicemail that
Where he talks in his real voice?
Yeah, where he's like, hey, it's
There's a couple of those.
What's
out
up
there.
on Mike?
Yeah.
Which is why I think the Arrested Development thing was a show. There's a couple of those things out there where Michael Jackson's like, hey, man.
No.
You better start the music at the right time, man.
Okay, everybody, take it from the top.
No, just wait a second.
There's something.
Michael's got some bass in his voice when he's trying to make a point.
Oh, man.
That's why I think a lot of it was like a put on.
Let me
trying
see.
to be Willy Wonka.
This says Michael Jackson's real voice. Hang on. Okay, let me see if I can get this going.
Situation. It is. And it's something I have to put up with.
But Michael played us. That voice we're used to was one he created for his pop star persona.
You know that voice, Michael Jackson's voice that you hear all the time, like, oh yeah, like that wasn't talking like that. Like it was like low-key deep.
So finally, after a couple of hours, almost the Brazilian officials leave, Spike leaves, and Michael just sitting there with my friend. He said, at a certain point, Michael looked up and said, damn, I thought those motherfuckers were going to leave.
Michael, why you do that to us, Michael?
Michael got us dumped out.
Damn it!
In front of kids?
Okay. Dude, you're...
Thanks a lot, Michael.
He said in a deep voice,
I'm never doing it again. I'm never
You never going in.
I'm never playing the game again.
You know what? Can I just say this, though?
You're batting average. You're in a slump.
The internet is
internet wins
undefeated.
again.
Can I just say that yesterday with Trump saying the F-bomb on news, I think we're all allowed to say it now just as Americans.
No.
Okay,
I'm
well.
not gonna test that out. We'll have somebody else be the test subject
From
of saying
the
the
grave,
F word.
Michael.
Chris Rock
strikes
is actually
again.
the new head of the FCC,
Yeah.
so we're in pretty good shape.
That would be
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this, you guys. AC/DC. We love AC/DC on this show.
We do.
We play their music often. We were excited to see that they were touring again. They just announced an Australian tour.
No, I'll tell you why I was not excited they're touring, because they're not coming here. So
well, we were excited before the news dropped that they were only coming to like Chicago and not here. But we were. There
You go to
was
Chicago.
excitement,
You should go to Chicago, man.
Well, they were in Nashville.
which I heard the sound at that show was crap.
Oh, man, I had a buddy who bought tickets, taking his wife. They went down there, got a hotel and everything. Postponed the show.
Right.
The next day they had to come home.
I know.
And not see it.
And then I had
storm, right?
Yeah, because it was bad. I think they could have gotten the show in. They wound up canceling it preemptively. And he had to come home and sell his tickets. It was, felt so bad.
I talked to a person who went, and they said because it was outside, it was just the sound was not good.
Well, I've seen AC/DC a bunch of times, and I've loved them
Yeah.
every time I've seen them.
Well, fans are urging them to retire now because footage came out of them looking pretty old and tired during a recent show.
Because they're old.
They are old. They are in their late 70s. Well, Angus is 70, but Brian Johnson is 77. And so there's a video going around now where the crowd seems louder than what you're hearing from Brian Johnson. So here's a little bit of a clip from them doing TNT the other night.
Okay, well, first off, okay, two things. And did you read into this whole clip? Because I've seen this circulate, and I will defend AC/DC.
Go.
Number one, they're 20 songs into their set at this point. 20 songs playing,
Yeah.
okay? The video of Angus Young looking
White-haired and
20 songs into their set. Number two, whoever's taking the video is sitting either the first or second row.
Right.
It's going to sound like garbage because the sound
It's not made.
is
for
not made for the first row
Okay.
and second row. That's why it sounds like garbage.
This is why people don't want to play anymore.
one fan said, "This is so painful. They just need to stop." Another one said, "Gotta say, Angus Young is really pulling the load on this tour. They'll
Says
always
the
be my
people-
favorite band, but I'm sitting out."
Says the people not at the show.
Right.
I bet you every single person that went to that show loved it.
Yeah,
they
man.
played, they played 2 hours,
Yeah.
and every song you know.
And they could be playing 2 hours every single night and just ripping it and doing all they can in their 70s or whatever. And somebody posts 18 seconds on a freaking cell
Garbage.
phone video, and the band looks terrible, and that's what takes everywhere. This is why people are sick of playing.
I'm not buying it.
This is I
I'm
don't
not
support
playing
this
this
at all.
game.
I'm all about if you want to see some of these legendary acts that are in their 70s and 80s, you go see them. But you go in with a low expectation. If you're going in thinking this is the Back in Black tour still, you're the idiot.
brother. Yes, you're right. They're 80. You're going to see 80-year-olds. The fact that they're up there should impress you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to... When I saw the Stones, I told you guys, Mick is doing the heavy lifting. Like, it looked like there was Jim Henson's Puppeteers propping Ronnie Wood and Keith Richards up. At some point during the show, it was like they were like the Showbiz Pizza Band back there. They weren't barely moving. And Mick's still like... It's just like, he's everywhere, dude. He was like popping up in the stands. Like, it was like they had Mick Jagger in those pneumatic tubes at the bank. Like, he was just popping up all over the stage. And I'm like, Mick has taken care of himself. These other dudes very much look their age. They can still play. They just
Right.
can't move around a whole lot.
And that's why with this Ozzy concert coming up in a week and a half, I don't want to hear nobody talking
Yeah.
about Ozzy, how he looks, how he sounds,
I
what
mean,
they're
the
doing.
man has Parkinson's.
Right. We are getting one last show. You go in with just, you give them the grace of, hey, we're witnessing legends on
I don't
stage
really
still.
think there's many expectations.
People in the
there.
chat
Oh my
saying-
God. People are upset that this is even happening.
For the Ozzy thing?
Yes.
People in the chat are saying, saw AC/DC in Chicago and they rocked it.
Of
So I'm in
course.
Nashville, awesome show.
People are commenting that are just seeing a video of Angus Young.
18 seconds on a phone.
20 songs into their set.
Right.
Yeah, the man is in his 70s. You're not there.
You're just jealous that he's in his 70s and still cooler and better than you.
Here's Jeff. Jeff, you went to Cleveland at
Morning.
CDC?
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, my daughter, for Christmas, she's 19, kind of a bucket list item. She got us tickets to go to Cleveland to go see them, and this was about 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to tell you now, absolutely amazing.
Hell yeah, right?
Amazing. They were in Brown Stadium. You could hear, like, the echo off the lake and stuff. Oh, it was best show I've ever been to, I think.
And how long did they play for?
About 2 hours or so, 3. I mean, the set list was long.
And every song you wanted to hear?
Yes.
There you go.
Screw people. Thank you, Jeff.
Screw people indeed.
His band's been delivering for X amount of decades.
Yeah.
Cell phone videos, what's catching the heat. I hate that.
I think they'll be okay.
They'll be all right. And then it'll be done and everybody will be fine. Guys, Jack White is publishing his first book in the fall. It's called Collected Lyrics and Selected Writing Volume 1. It'll be out October 21st, including all sorts of lyrics from his solo albums, his time with the Rock on Tours, the Dead Weather, and various collaborations that Jack White has done.
Is he
Also,
going to call it the Right Stripes?
no. It's called Collected Lyrics and Selected Writing Volume 1, Scott.
Sorry.
I love that new song we're playing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he was great in concert.
The what's that new song we're playing? Archbishop.
You see the John C. Reilly
Yes.
video? You know that was Riley's idea?
Oh, really? Where he's like a
I think
preacher?
so.
He's the preacher.
Yeah,
I think
that
he,
was
like-
cool.
What the hell's the name of the song? It's very good.
Jack White at his Jack Whiteiest?
Archbishop
it's
Harold.
called.
That's what it's
Harold
called.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Archbishop. Where the hell?
It's right up. It's third row.
Third row.
Third row, right there.
Oh yeah, Archbishop Harold Holmes.
Play a little snippet of it. Give the people what they want.
Give the people
it
what
up.
they
Give
want.
Jack the royalty,
hang on.
bud.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
It does
get the
have
song
7
here.
cuss words in it.
Nah, this is edited.
Oh, my bad. This says unedited.
No, I
cuss word
can't
version.
put it. I can't
Okay.
play it on
We can't
here.
do two things at
Cuss word
once.
version.
In other news, Jelly Roll was recently performing at the Buckeye Country Superfest, and Kevin James came out dressed identical to him and got up there, and they did a little duet of Need a Favor together, and it was actually very good, Riz. Kevin
I know,
James
I like
has got
this.
some pipes, so here is some
I watched this video.
audio of Kevin James and Jelly Roll, his twin.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty good, and they were dressed very similar. So people are saying, hey, if there's ever a biopic about Jelly Roll, Kevin James could definitely play him.
Kevin James is one of those dudes that, like,
Love it.
every time you see him do something, you go, God, there is a reason why he is successful.
He's the jelly roll of comedy.
What?
Kind of. He is. He's like a nice guy. He's always nice. I've never heard a bad story about him treating people bad. And he's just like kind of a big dude who, like,
He's kind of good at everything.
some people, he has his haters, but he
Who
just.
hates Kevin James?
There are people that don't like his brand of comedy. That are like, it's too, like, watered down. It's for everybody.
But if you watch,
It's kind of for a general audience.
his
Some people don't
special
like that.
Sweat the Small Stuff. That one is phenomenal.
Is he a clean comic?
It's pretty
Yeah.
clean.
Here's that Jack White song, and the video with John C. Reilly's great.
It is.
This song's a banger too. This is good in the car song.
Listen, if you want to feel better, don't let the devil make you toss this letter. If you've been crossed up by hoodoo, voodoo, the wizard or the lizard, you got family trouble, man trouble.
You saw him at the factory, right?
Yeah, and
Did he played this?
he did. It was so good. And I've seen him in pretty much every iteration he's done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've seen the White Stripes, but I was a huge fan of the Dead Weather, and he's just an underrated musician all around. And he's
Jack
great.
White is underrated.
I
Yes.
think he gets his
I think
his
I
flowers.
think he's
I don't
right
think
in
he
the
does.
zone of where he's supposed to be.
Well, and he probably loves where he's at. He probably doesn't want to be on the top 10s of guitarists lists, but he deserves to be there. And you just never see him. They're crowded. They're too crowded.
Why?
I think he
where
gets
the
his
list?
due.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think he could have more love.
You know,
He's headlining a
he's fun.
festival in Louisville in September with like co-headlining with like Sturgill Simpson and Ringo Starr. I mean, it's like a 4-day festival, but I feel like he gets He gets top billing, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about when you were in lists with other iconic guitarists and front people. He's not on those lists. That's the problem. No, I think he's cool and he's got great clout and he's headlining things, but I don't think that he's ever in like the top 10 of spaces that he deserves to be on.
Huh.
I haven't been following the Diddy case, you guys, but we haven't talked about it in a while. And so on Tuesday, both the prosecution and the defense rested their cases in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. So the prosecution finished presenting evidence. They wrapped up nearly 6 weeks of testimony, videos, pictures, and documents. Same day, Diddy's defense team brought no witnesses to the stand. They presented several pieces of evidence to the case, and then they rested less than an hour.
Yo, what the heck is the Mike Myers thing? Did you read any of that?
No, I have not been following this. I've been just head in the sand.
There was something where, okay, let me look.
Like Austin Powers, Mike Myers?
Yes.
Baby oil, baby.
Yeah. No, dude. I'll just read the headlines.
Slippery.
I'll just read the headlines, okay? Let's see. This one is witness. Oh, shoot. Where did it say it? Witness in...
Shag me, Diddy.
Witness in Diddy's trial reveals Mike Myers' CIA request. And then, of course, the internet took that and was like, oh, Mike Myers is linked to the CIA.
He's Canadian.
Then I'm fine with it.
And they're saying, like, oh, it would be a perfect cover for him to do The Spy Who Shagged Me if he was an actual spy.
Yeah.
So there's all these theories and all these articles
Get
now.
outta here.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Are you sure somebody just didn't watch Austin Powers and then thought, this is real life?
It's something. It says Diddy trial reveals Mike Myers' CIA link, and then Epstein financial ties via blah, 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 exposes shocking CIA ties. And basically, when I was trying to find any sort of factoids, the only thing I could find was that he did a tour of the CIA facilities or something like that in 2009.
How is this connected to Diddy?
I have no idea. Couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
Wake up,
Do I
sheeple.
make you horny, Puffy? Do I make you Randy?
Anyway, so can I just say this?
Yeah.
Closing arguments in the case are going to take place starting Thursday. The jury could get the case by Monday, so we're almost done with this.
So, no, he didn't take the stand.
He didn't take the stand.
The defense didn't call any witnesses.
Right. Diddy told the judge, hey, you've been doing a really good job. That's essentially all he said to the judge.
Well, okay.
Taking the compliment defense.
Yeah,
huh?
the old compliment
All right.
defense.
Well.
So prosecutors said they do not intend to present a rebuttal to the case. The judge told the jury to return on Thursday with closing arguments. So lawyers could meet tomorrow for a charge conference where both sides will discuss what instructions will be given to the jury. And then federal charges-wise, Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that include racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. If convicted on all counts, he would face up to life in prison.
Oh.
So there you go.
According to this article, it was one of the personal assistant known under the pseudonym Maya in the trial testified that she previously had worked for Mike Myers. And I guess that name came up. Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, like all these A-list celebrities.
I don't like Mike Myers being in the same storyline as Diddy right now.
I'm over here trying to do the...
Get in my belly, Diddy.
I'm trying to do the protectorate or whatever. What,
Get all up in my belly, baby.
what was that show that he did? It was another like spy show
Yeah,
on
the
Netflix.
one on Netflix.
Protectorate or something?
The Pentaverate.
Yes. Yeah, that was good.
You watched that?
Yeah. Did you?
No, I didn't. It got terrible reviews when it came.
We're
and
Mike
went.
Myers
Yeah,
fans
it
in the
was,
family.
I kind of liked
Yeah,
it
it wasn't-
in some ways.
Yeah, it was all right.
Well, speaking of shows, Johnny Knoxville is going to host the next generation of Fear Factor, which will be called The Next Chapter for Fox. So it's going to take contestants on unforgiving remote locations where they're going to perform, quote, mind-blowing stunts and disturbing challenges. So the original show started in 2001, hosted by Joe Rogan, and then was brought back to MTV for 2 seasons, emceed by Ludacris, and now Johnny Knoxville
Johnny
is stepping up.
Knoxville.
Knoxville is going to do Fear Factor.
Will he be doing everything with them?
Probably not. I think
Is
he's
he gonna-
just hosting.
Try to fight one of the contestants? You remember that?
Actually, a pretty good.
Casting.
Yeah, if
I
you're going to
think that
have a
works.
new Fear Factor, he's the guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah, because it is jackassy
Yeah.
in a way here and there.
Very
Eating
much.
spiders and
Yeah.
jumping out of helicopters.
Before its sequel premieres on September 12th, This is Spinal Tap is returning to theaters on July 5th,
Yeah,
6th, and
baby.
7th.
Yeah, baby.
To celebrate its 41st anniversary. It will be at different Marcus theaters around town, like Ronnie's and different things, so check it out. And also, Clueless, this weekend, it's celebrating its 30th anniversary in theaters around town as well. So if you want to see Clueless on the big screen,
Love that movie.
I still never seen it all
go
the way
see it in the
through.
movie theater.
Really?
Yeah.
And my wife wants my daughter to love that movie, but I'm like, it's not.
You don't think she will?
I don't think so.
Has she not watched it?
No, she hasn't watched it.
Oh, she should watch it before she goes into high school. So
she
much.
might, because the 90s are so freaking in with these kids.
Yeah.
My kids were just talking about like a movie. I think it's called The 90s or something like it's something like that. And I was like, well, what is that about? And they're like, oh, it's, it takes place in this thing. And like, they're all into that zone. The 90s zone is now.
Really?
Yes.
That's such a 90s movie.
This is the time. I'm telling you, they are open to it.
Okay.
I'd be, because remember when you watched Clueless for the first time, and spoiler alert, she falls in love with her ex-stepbrother at the end, and it's like, that was weird, but you were like kind of okay with it.
Well, so that's 30. So it's 30 years old this year.
I was going to say, you might get a question from the new generation.
Yeah,
again.
the question
so
of
she's
what?
Gonna date her brother?
I mean, when that came out, I was in high school. I mean,
right. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Dang it! What the heck is that name? You guys don't know what I'm talking about? It's a
No.
movie out right now about the 90s. It's like shoot, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I bet you your teenagers have seen it.
Well, and finally, guys, I just put this as our last story because I'm kind of conflicted and I want your opinions. Bachelor in Paradise is returning on July 7th, okay? And what they're doing, and that's whenever they take former contestants from The Bachelor or The Bachelorette and they throw them on an island and sex and drinking and
Oh,
excitement.
so those are all former Bachelor and Bachelorette
Yes.
contestants? Oh, I had no idea. I've heard of the show.
Right. So now they're going to, so this is the first season, I believe, that is including both the Golden Bachelors and Bachelorettes with the younger.
So now they're throwing old people in there.
Right. And according to host Jesse Palmer, who I can't believe loves this job so much, says it's actually the Goldens who infused the most energy in the show. They bring it every single day, like the parties at the pool in Paradise. It was all the Goldens turning it up. They turned up every day, like the makeout sessions in the pool and the body shots. It was the Goldens.
Yeah.
What's going to happen on this show? Like, are the two camps going to be divided into the Golden Bachelors and Bachelor? Is there ageism here, or are we just letting each generation just get it on? What's going to happen on this show?
I don't know what the show's about. Is it a game show?
It's just them. It's the rejects of the Bachelor and Bachelorette who didn't get picked, meeting up in Paradise to see if they can find love.
Okay, is there people voted off the island?
I've never really watched it, so people I think do leave the island. I think.
Have you seen the show, Rafe?
No, I haven't. I got out on Bachelor season 371.
I love me some Bachelor. It's total trash,
if
and
it's
I love it.
It's fine, but I'm not like seeking it out. I don't really watch.
I would like to see
TV,
them all
be honest with you,
intermingle.
man.
I haven't seen a Bachelor since the St. Louis gal.
Oh, really?
There was a St. Louis guy.
There was a guy.
No, the blonde gal, number 2, like the second.
The one that stayed married, right? Married the firefighter?
I don't know. Is it blonde gal Trista. Not going to work here anymore.
Red beans and rice, I miss ya.
Trista.
Tristan?
Song?
Trista.
Oh, baby, I want to get Trista.
Amanda.
And be a mister.
Trista Sutter.
Oh, it wasn't Trista.
From
Chesterfield.
Indianapolis.
Oh, get out of here.
Indianapolis, St. Louis.
I swear, no, that's not the person then. I'm telling you, there was a St. Louis.
I bring this up because, we judge, we're all over Bill Belichick and his girlfriend.
Raised in St. Louis. Born in Indianapolis.
Oh, see, what's up?
Raised in St. Louis.
Let's
I'm
go.
no idiot.
And
Totally.
you know what? That gal committed and stayed committed. That's a Midwest gal right there.
Yeah, stand
We're
by
still
your
married.
man.
I'm just saying,
Tristan and Ryan.
if we're going to judge about old and young people getting together, are we just leaning into it now? Is that what this is? Is
It's
this what?
fine.
Yeah, this is the
Bachelor
daddy
is?
bachelor. This is the mommy daddy bachelor where you go find you go
Bachelor.
work out
Love
your
is
parental
love,
trauma.
guys.
It makes me want to watch because I'm like, what is going to happen here?
It's the daddy issue, mommy issue season.
You know what we need to
tune
do?
in.
We need to just go back. So we watch all these period pieces, and I know I'm getting older and everything, but we were just watching the show where it was like Austria, like the Austrian Empire, and of course, they have this family and their son, and they betroth them to so-and-so's daughter
Right.
over here in the
We're trying to do that with the Volpe family right now.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, dude.
the Rizzutos and the Volpes.
At one point, my wife and I looked at each other and go, "Wouldn't this be better if we could just pick our kids' spouses, and just roll? Just
Can you imagine if your
don't
parent-
you me?
imagine if your
It
parents
worked
did
for
that
thousands
for
of
you?
years.
Oh, I wish his
Arranged
parents were-
marriages?
No, thank you.
Listen to me. I'm just saying that some of it might be a bit sensible.
Now we're talking about dowries and.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
And, you know,
The
I'll give you-
Capulets.
Is that hot
no
right
thanks.
now?
yesterday you were talking about Southern colleges and like being a place where kind of rich kids are supposed to find their partners.
A lot of those Southern colleges, well,
Ole
and
Miss.
there's a lot of like legacy colleges where the entire Greek system is just set up for rich people's kids to meet and marry other rich.
I'm just telling you, my kids are dating right now, and like I'm starting to understand where there could be some value there. So that's what I want to see on reality
I don't
TV.
want to see it. That's a Handmaid's Tale. I will not be watching.
Handmaid's Tale?
And yeah, and
Let's
that's
not go that far.
That's your crap on.
But I'm
the
They
saying,
want their dad meddling in their affairs.
no, I'm saying reality shows should be betrothal.
seen my
Let's do the
mom's-
betrothal.
Jackie's choices would be wild.
Oh, my dad's too. No, thank you.
I know
no.
I see who Jackie sent to the house while I had the flu.
Yeah, that story. All right, birthdays.
It would be good. It would make a good show, though. Our celebrity celebrating a birthday today. We are going to start with McKenna Grace. That's Phoebe Spengler on the Ghostbusters Afterlife and Frozen Empire. You guys like those movies?
Yeah, they're okay.
Somebody asked me yesterday.
Yeah.
They have their place. She's 19. Benson Boone, whatever label
Very,
is
very
pushing him
popular
right
now.
now, is doing very well. He's 23. Annalee Ashford, Dennis Quaid's daughter on Happy Face, is 41. Busy Phillips is 46. Linda Cardellini, Hawkeye's wife in Avengers Endgame, Age of Ultron, and a bunch of other stuff. Also, that's Sylvia
Freaks
from
and
Mad
Geeks.
Men.
Yeah, Freaks and Geeks.
Velma on Scooby-Doo. She's 50. Jeff Cohen, that's Chunk in The Goonies. Jeff looks nothing like he did as a kid, and I'm pretty sure he is a lawyer now. He's 51. Angela Kinsey, Dwight's tightly wound lady Angela on The Office, is 54. Ricky Gervais is 64. Sonia Sotomayor, the third woman to serve on the Supreme Court, is 71. David, is it Pike? Is it Page? Toto's
Page.
singer and guitar
David Page.
Page. Paich. David Page is 71, and Carly Simon, two first names, is 82 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Alyssa Love. And today's birthday girl has been in 96 fine films, including Backstage Sluts 1, Gluteus to the Maximus, Hot Bods and Tailpipe, The House of Trample, Liquid Lust 1, The Plumber's Punishment, The Slutty Professor, Tales of Perversity 2, and Who Can Forget a Role? In 2006's Thanks for the Memories. Alyssa Love is 49 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
You know what's cool? A cool story about Jeff Cohen, the Goonies guy. He's an entertainment lawyer, and he represented Homeboy.
Who just won an Oscar.
He negotiated his deal to get him in everything, everywhere, all at once, and then he won an Oscar. And like, they're still boys, and he helped his fellow Goonies never die.
That's right. Goonies for life.
They live by the code, dude. That's why that movie is the best movie ever made. Goonies never die.
Hey, I do want to shout out our buddy Steve Ewing. I know you guys had him on the air last Monday when I was not here.
Correct.
Was he talking about his Ozzie Smith event?
No, he was actually. We were talking about the tornado relief concert.
Oh, okay.
And trying to get the word out about that because it was the following day.
Right. Well, tonight it's Steve Ewing and Ozzie Smith down at Steve's Hot Dogs, and they're doing. They're calling it something.
Something about backflips?
Yeah, they're I guess promoting Ozzie Smith's backflip all-star craft cocktails. They're doing a meet and greet, a Q&A thing. Mm-hmm. So it's at Steve's Hot Dogs today at 6:30, the one down on South Grand.
Squeeze Ozzie's buns, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, meet and greet, Q&A session, and I believe it's free. It's live music, so go on down. Free with food and drink available for purchase. So
nice.
Help our buddy Steve Ewing out. 6 o'clock, 6:30, Steve's Hot Dogs down on South Grand. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Should we do Rizzuto Password?
Why not?
I think it's been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah. People forgot what happened last time. It's fine.
Oh, what happened last time?
It's just always chaotic.
Was it fine?
I feel like we did okay.
I think we did okay last time.
Well.
Which means that's the kiss of death for this one.
Yep.
I think we did all right last time. Oh, boy.
I think because you yelled at everybody before and really made everybody who called in scared, that's why we did so well.
Well, we've got Social Distortion tickets. We got tickets to go see Incubus. We got tickets to go see Blue October. We got tickets to go see In This Moment. So if you want to play Ratio Password, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll get to you on the phone. And you guys will pick your Riz Show teammates. Rafe will administer the password. The Riz Show members will use one-word clues to help you get what the password is. We'll go back and forth. Please pay attention to the clues.
Yes, pay attention.
When you are not playing. And hopefully we get this going without a hitch. Rafe, what am I missing?
If you are close, I will say form of, you get one more chance. So if the word was pharmacist and you say pharmacy, I will say form of, which means there is a form of the word you have already said out loud. So just change it slightly. If you say pharmacist, I say form of, and you say cupcake, you're legally an idiot. So
Right.
don't do that.
Okay. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Racial password is next. Captain Jim's tomorrow. We'll all be out there starting at 6 o'clock.
The whole show.
Yeah, the whole show. And Clownvis will be joining us.
In Columbus, yeah.
That'll be fun. It'll be hot. It'll be swampy.
Finally.
You're on it today, dude.
Rafe, you gonna wear shorts?
I don't know. Am I, Moon?
I think you should.
Why he's in
I said
control.
yesterday, I think I'm just going to I'm giving in. I'm going to wear shorts. And he said, coward. He said he's wearing jeans. And I go, I'll tell you what, if you go long pants, I'll keep the jean tradition alive. Man, it's brutal.
I'm going long pants.
It's
You
so
are?
brutally hot.
Oh, yeah, bro. I don't wear shorts.
Yeah, but I mean, tomorrow we're gonna be outside. It's gonna be in the 90s.
I'll be fine. Mind over matter. Cool moss. Cool
All right.
moss. Cool moss.
Okay. All right, tomorrow 6 to 8 o'clock. Join us at Captain Jim's Fireworks
Isn't
in
that
West
what
Dalton.
that's what they teach you? The cool moss thing? You heard that?
No.
When you walk over hot coals, it's like a mind over matter, that
Yeah.
whole exercise, that whole thing. Cool moss. Cool moss. You pretend, or you convince yourself that under your feet will just be cool moss. Cool moss.
All right, well, I'll be
So soft.
yelling that out tomorrow.
That's the mantra.
Cool moss.
Cool moss.
Plenty of giveaways. A cool hang. Captain Jim's Fireworks, West Dalton, Highway 67. See you out there tomorrow. All right, let's give away some stuff. And today's contest is sponsored by...
It is sponsored by CarStar, your auto body repair expert. Hail damage, see them at carstar.com.
All right, let's see how many rounds of racial password we get through. Social Distortion tickets, Incubus tickets, Blue October tickets, In This Moment tickets. So let's get our two contestants. Joe in Oakville. Good morning, Joe. All right, Joe, pick a racial member to be your teammate.
To Lern.
All right, Lern.
Okay.
You are playing with Joe,
Thanks,
and you're
Joe.
going up against Morgan. Hello, Morgan.
Hello.
All right, Morgan, pick a teammate.
Moon, please.
Yeah, Morgan, cool moss.
All right, Morgan.
moss.
It's Morgan and Moon versus Joe and Lern. Okay,
It's Joe time.
it's Joe time. All right, Rafe. It's time to administer the password.
Okay, first word. Do you want to see it or not?
No. I'm gonna play
Okay,
along.
first
All right.
word coming at you.
Make it a good one. Oh, my God.
Scott, you want to see it? Okay, you want to play along too?
Yeah, I'm going to play along.
Along, boys. Play along. Who are my contestants again?
Joe and Morgan.
Joe
So
is
Joe
with
is
who?
what Lern. Morgan is what Moon.
Joe and Lern, Morgan and Moon.
All right.
Okay, and Lern, you were chosen first, so you will be administering the first clue.
Okay.
Once we have a winner, you will be able to play or pass.
All right, here we go, Joe. Stuffed.
Stuffed.
Oh, say it again, Joe.
What?
Scott, you got to
I
hang
think
on
he
to
said
people, don't you?
pepper.
Are you kidding me?
but-
Sorry,
You're
your
going to say I...
phone cut out,
I'm
Joe.
going to give you one more chance, Joe, or else I got to move on. Say it
heard-
again. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I can't.
Joe.
We can't do
You're going
that.
to visit the cell phone.
Debbie,
store.
hello.
Hey,
Hi, Debbie. You're playing with Lern, okay?
All right.
Here's the clue
I was
again.
going to pick her anyway.
Oh, good.
I love you, Debbie. Here's the word. Stuffed.
Taxidermy?
No.
Taxidermy, no.
Turn your blinker off.
Okay, Morgan, your clue is pastry.
Pastry. That's pastry.
Danish.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you haven't seen it, so I got to give you
Okay. Debbie.
Yeah.
Ricotta.
Ricotta.
Cannoli.
Yes.
Show me cannoli. Show me cannoli.
Way to go, pal.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
You're getting better
Cannoli.
at this game,
Nice.
St. Louis.
Nice.
Somebody listened to all the clues and put together the context.
We got this, Morgan.
What a beautiful
Way
day
to
in
go,
St.
Deb.
Louis.
Debbie, way to go.
love this
Right
game.
off the bench, too. Didn't even know she was going to play.
Right.
All right.
Off the bench.
Debbie coming in off the
And I
bench,
turned off
draining
the
a 3.
chat, So I'm
Your next
Yeah.
word is being administered.
okay.
Okay.
Because Lern and Debbie won, Lern and Debbie have the option to play or pass to Moon and Morgan.
I'm going to play. All right, Debbie. Spicy.
Spicy. First word, spicy. Clue, spicy.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. No.
Okay, Morgan. Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Sausage.
Sausage. No.
All right, Debbie, here we go. Etouffee.
Etouffee.
Creole.
Okay.
I'm going to say.
There's a word that'll unlock this.
I have
think
the
I
word.
know the word.
Does Moon have it?
Okay, Morgan. Ragin.
There it is.
Damn it.
There it is.
Raging.
Damn it. Cajun.
Way to go.
Okay, 1-1.
Oh, we are tied.
Well, freaking done.
I was hoping. I wanted to
Morgan,
yell it.
here we
I was
go.
wanted to yell it.
Raging will be a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Accent should also be a slam dunk.
Oh, yeah, you can use an accent.
All right.
Jambalaya. Is that a Cajun accent? I don't know.
I don't know.
Jambalaya.
Ew.
Is that a right?
Zatarass, baby. I never boy, I know that.
It's Beetlejuice.
Them two gonna go home, what? Home,
Okay.
Home away, you make it.
Moon, player pass.
Let's see. Is that one word?
It is. Are you talking about a clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Because
it's one word.
I think it's 2.
I think it's 3, actually.
Yes, it is. And you cannot say it. I know what you're thinking.
You know what?
And that
Today, Junior.
etouffee was on the line.
I'm gonna pass.
Passing.
that's
Passing
okay,
to Lern,
Morgan.
Lern and Debbie.
Learn.
Go.
Okay.
First clue, Debbie.
All right, Debbie.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. Sex.
What?
Sex, I said. Sex. S-E-X.
Sex.
Intercourse.
Intercourse. No.
Okay, Morgan. Ménage.
Threesome.
Oh, threesome.
Good clue.
I think if you would have said menage right off the bat, you would have gotten it.
I know, but I
So
figured if she didn't say that and she gave me another clue.
Congrats, Morgan.
It would ease
You
us
played the
into
game
it.
right. Way to go.
You played the game well.
All right.
Good strategy. And honestly, man, the rhyming thing, the Raging Cajun, you guys are playing. You guys are starting to play it
Look
like
at us
real
go.
password on TV. I'm liking what's happening in St.
Well,
Louis.
we've been beaten down so hard.
I know. Justin. Hello.
Good morning.
All right, Justin, pick a Riz Show teammate.
My man, King Scott.
King Scott.
All right.
Okay. King Scott and Justin. Kevin,
Yeah, I did.
who do you want to play with?
Give me Moon.
All right.
All right, Kevin.
Justin and Scott.
You and me, buddy.
Kevin and Moon. Here we go. It's Riz Show
this.
password. Justin and Scott will go
I can
first.
say it again. Sorry, it went by pretty quick.
Rafe is administering the word.
Don't
I'm
look,
not looking.
Don't look, Riz.
I'm
don't
not
look.
looking.
You want to see? Do you care?
I mean, I want to see.
I care.
Do you want to see?
I'm fine.
Don't put it on the camera.
All right,
I'm trying not to.
we got to adjust.
She's staring a hole in me like, show me the word.
All right, Scott.
Dish.
Dish. First clue, dish.
Plate?
Plate. No. Good guess.
Boom.
Kevin, cheesy.
Cheesy.
Casserole?
Kevin's a freaking genius.
Way to go, Kevin.
Well, that didn't work out.
Okay. All right. Moon and Kevin will go first if they choose to, or
If Moon
they
chooses to go first.
Oh my.
Okay. Moon.
It's weird because you're trying to cheat and look at the word, and then you won't look when I show it to you. Every time I pulled the word up, Lern's going,
I'm looking at you.
like she's trying to cheat off a test paper, and then I show it to her, and she's like, no.
Man, you know what? I feel like
Weirdo.
I feel like we might be able to get it.
One and done?
No, I will pass.
Pass to Scott. Scott and Justin. Here we go.
Got it. Okay. Infection.
Infection.
Ooh. Spicy.
Injury?
No.
Moon.
Okay, Kevin.
Yes.
Clap.
Clap.
Gonorrhea?
No.
Why do you sound like the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show? No.
Scott.
You're
Okay,
wrong,
let's
McLean.
go. Venereal.
Venereal.
Disease?
Disease? No.
Oh my gosh.
I think I know what it is.
I'm trying to think.
Kevin, the clue is other.
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 Is this it, Rafe?
No.
Oh.
Is this it, Rafe?
I don't. Bacteria?
He said bacteria.
Bacteria, no. Got me. God.
Scott.
So mad she drew a penis and got
Here's
me
the
looking
un-
right at it.
I think this is the unlocker.
Got my own bit.
Gooey.
Oh.
Gooey.
Ew.
Okay.
I don't know why I want to say secretion for some reason.
When you just said it, no, you're
Secretion,
wrong.
no.
All right, that's 5.
That's
So
5.
I'm going to give you a recap before Moon goes. I like how he's trying to hint out what he's going to. I'd like to say this, but. Or this. Here we go. Infection, clap, venereal, other, gooey. Infection, clap, venereal, other, gooey.
Add to that, sexual.
Sexual. Turn that blinker off, Gal. You've been in turn lane for a while.
Mucus?
Someone said that already. No.
Somebody said that word? No, they didn't.
I'm not spelling it right.
There it is.
Oh,
She got it. Lern's on it.
Oh.
It's out there.
I spelled it wrong, but
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Let's go with
The room has figured it out.
okay, transmitted.
Transmitted.
Again, the only thing I'm thinking of is disease, but I don't know if that's it.
Disease? No.
Somebody already guessed it.
You already said that.
Oh my God.
You guys are dancing all around it.
Dancing all around.
And doing dishes, it sounds like. I don't know.
We got someone's in a turn lane and somebody's doing dishes and we just can't figure out.
Man,
There's a one word that I think will unlock it. If you just say it, it'll unlock it in their mind.
man.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah, there is a word.
What is there?
Yep. Yes, there is.
Oh. Yeah, can we?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know what you're
was
going to
gonna
ask. I just say, when Scott speaks, I just say no.
Yeah, that's a good one too. We got two good ones.
I mean,
This is where it went off the rails. We were doing so good.
venereal. Did he already say that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He already said venereal?
He
It's
did.
fine that he said it again.
That's all my fault.
Yeah, venereal again.
Come on.
Say whatever's in your heart.
Or in your pants.
Penis.
Penis, no. Scott.
He just wanted to say penis on the radio.
All right.
Transmitted.
He didn't even give a clue yet.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I didn't know I was. I didn't even know I was on yet. I'm sorry. I thought I was.
You didn't give a clue.
That's a strange thing. You just
Didn't know
spoke
I was
instead?
on.
I
I've
didn't
guessed
know.
9 times. I didn't realize I was on.
Let's see.
Doggone it.
I'm just going to say
I'm going through it in my head. I'm trying
Well,
to go
keep
back.
it in your head.
Pants.
dioxycycline.
Dioxycycline.
What?
Antibiotic.
No.
Now we're gone.
We're gone. It's over.
Okay.
King
Last
Scott,
one.
Bring it back in.
Last one. Come on.
Itch.
Itch.
Oh my God. This is where I start losing
Really
my
think
mind.
about it.
Come on.
Getting back on the right track.
Infection. Itch.
Right.
I'm going to...
Oh my God. 3,
3,
2,
I know where it is.
1.
I know.
No guess. All right.
No guess.
Now we're at 10. This is the final guess. I'm going to give you all infection, clap, venereal, other, gooey, sexual, transmitted, venereal again, dioxycycline, and itch. And yes,
All right.
you've already guessed transmitted 4 times.
All right.
Please. This is it. Last clue.
This is it.
I'm just going to say popular.
Popular.
So popular.
Popular.
Oh, boy.
You said popular?
Popular.
Can you please put the blocks down?
Yeah, what is going on with your scratching?
He's like, I'm trying to figure out this Rubik's Cube right now, guys. I'm busy.
Scratch. No.
No.
Next.
No,
Come on, Scott.
I
Last
can't
guess.
do this anymore.
Last
Unlock
guess.
this.
And no one gets tickets for the rest of the week. If you don't get it.
What is happening in the background?
I don't know. It's so loud, and I
Dude,
told you guys
we're
to be
in
quiet.
Minecraft right now.
Like one thing at a
we're
time.
building.
You know what it is?
I
Is
turned
people
them
don't
down.
realize how powerful earbuds are.
You know what?
This happens with Tina on the phone all the time. I'm like, are you in traffic?
Outside of a house.
What are you doing outside somebody's house?
Yeah, you should
peeping through the
peeking
window.
windows.
Scott,
All right, I got
just
it.
get the final clue.
Let's just go for it. Herpes.
Let's just go. That's the title of the show.
Let's just go
today.
for it. Herpes.
Write it down.
Podcast title.
Yeah, let's just go for it. Dot, dot, dot.
Let's just go for it. Herpes! That's like a guy trying to get a chant started at a protest. Let's just go for it. Herpes! Herpes!
Anything.
Herpes.
Justin.
Disease.
What?
I said disease.
Disease.
Oh, my God.
You already said that.
12 times.
Can I do another clue? Can I do another clue? Can I do one more clue?
Freaking transmitted.
You want
Yeah.
to
Can I do one more clue?
Yeah, for the love of God, yeah.
Kevin, the last clue is syphilis.
He's like, uh-oh, my syphilis alarm just went off.
These are incredible. You all are totally
Warts, no.
Warts, no.
Hey, we're dancing, though. I feel like I just want to go one.
Let's go one more. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I might as well go for it. Herpes, let's go.
So he said,
This guy's in the middle. This guy's supposed to be landing a plane. He's an air traffic controller. He's ignoring
let's
an
go.
alarm.
is it my turn? Right?
Yes,
crabs.
let's go.
Crabs.
Genital.
Oh my God.
We already had that one.
Just keep going.
I want to hear more noises.
This has already been said, but I'm going to use it as a direct clue to Kevin. It's disease.
Disease, Kevin. What?
Sickness.
God dang it!
No. Okay.
God almighty.
Can you?
Where am I going to go?
Can I give somebody a word?
What?
I have the word that will unlock this.
What?
I'm giving. Is it up to you,
Go
Scott?
ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, give it to him.
Well, it's just how it worked.
Well, how's that work?
Scott,
I don't know if it's going to do it or not, but we'll try.
Oh, no way.
Here, can you say it?
Okay.
Who's your
Just
partner?
say it.
Who's your partner?
It's fine. I'm going to give Moon one. If you
Jim-
give him this one, I'm giving Moon the next
okay.
one.
Justin?
What have you get?
Justin, listen.
Justin, listen.
I don't think it's going to.
Are you ready for this?
This is going to go horrible.
Yeah. Yes.
Go.
Koala.
Koala.
Rafe, what's your
Thank
clue?
you.
Koala.
Think
They
of all
have
the-
STDs, and this whole thing has been about STDs for some reason. I'm going
Okay.
to say, fuck. Urethra.
What do you
Who
say
knows
the,
what?
Did you say the F word?
I
You
don't-
may have said.
I don't know what. I'm done with
know.
that. All right, back to Kevin.
I had to jump out because I'm not sure what you said there. I think you said the F word.
What is happening with the callers today?
Oh, I didn't know I was on. We're 15 guesses in, dude. You're on.
What are you thinking?
You're on the radio, man. I realize being an air traffic controller is a tough gig, but you're on the radio right now, man.
Focus. All right, Kevin.
Give him the word.
The last clue is burning.
Here's my best part of the last clue. He goes, we're talking about venereal diseases. This has all been about diseases, specific venereal diseases. Urethra.
Okay. Burning.
We've named every venereal disease.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Don't you tell me. Come on, Kevin.
Burning.
I have no experience with this, so I don't know.
Oh, well, aren't you a wonderful
Well, I
Christian?
guess it must be great
Prove
not
it.
having an STD. Oh my God.
Well, somebody
Just
cool
throw-
call in then.
Yeah, somebody.
Let's go to the next word, shall we?
No. No.
We're going to
You know
stay
what?
here.
No.
We are going to stay
And we're
here.
starting with this word next time.
No.
You got something, man? Burning? You got something?
I know.
Come on, fellas.
Come on, brother.
Medication?
All right, Scott.
Let's go with.
I will allow you guys to chat GPT words at this point.
But I mean, but there is no. I mean, even
we've said-
ChatGPT has given up on these.
You guys
How
are
about
not
this?
at fault here, by the way. You've given
I will-
clues that should have been.
I will allow you guys.
Slam dunk.
Hang on. Well, everybody, calm down a second.
Okay.
I will
Right,
allow
chill.
you guys to put into Google.
The amount of tears on your face.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
We can put in what in there?
You put into Google the word and say, "Help me with
Okay.
password clues."
No, even it's.
How about
Wait.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
no,
Wait,
go
who's
for
talking?
it. Go for it.
No.
Who is this?
At least don't start giving clues if you can't guess the word. I didn't know I was on.
Let's see here.
Scott, go.
Sores.
Sores.
infection?
Remember, you can
gosh,
rhyme.
Already been guessed.
We did that
Can't
one already.
rhyme. Discharge.
We already did that one.
Did we do that? Well, you know what? This is your fault. Don't you start getting an attitude with us.
Transmitted sores.
I got nothing else, man. There's
I'm
nothing.
just a big dummy today.
No, I mean this is.
I
I
may
get
give
it.
both you guys tickets because this is. I mean,
I mean,
thank
we are
you guys.
torturing
Hang on a
the city
second.
right now.
Wait.
I don't think I deserve tickets.
Yeah,
You know what? You
You're
do.
not
just for
getting out of
that you
it.
do.
You do.
Oh, you're going to Puddle of Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go see Puddle of Mud.
That sounds amazing.
That was my next clue, actually.
You're going to Puddle of Mud, but there's going to be a password for you to get in.
Oh, God, I'm not getting in.
Oh, come on.
Discharge.
This is Kevin.
Pus, no.
I'm gonna. Or is it? Are we stopping here? Or
No, let's
I
go.
guess we're going.
One more time.
Yes, we're going.
I'll just keep. Since we're in this, and I have no other words, I'm gonna say winner.
Okay.
Okay, that's not
Okay,
a
now
bad
you're off the rails.
see,
Okay.
No, I know,
I see
but
what you're
it's
doing.
just get them all. Get them all.
one. I see what
What?
you're doing.
I don't know where we're going with this.
I
Winner.
don't either.
My head hurts. Give me something that rhymes.
Slamidia.
Chlamydia.
All right, you both get tickets.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, guys.
I mean,
You just set a record.
I thought
37
infection.
guesses in password.
It was chlamydia, guys.
I was out of words, man.
I know, me too. I thought infection, clap, disease, and other after they guessed gonorrhea and injury and bacteria and
Gooey and
yeah. I was like, I mean, We were
You guys
pointing
did
them
your
in the
job.
right direction.
You
Yeah.
even narrowed down. You even knocked out other diseases for them.
Yeah, we got rid of those.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know. Could we say AIDS? I didn't think we could say that, right?
I don't think that would
well,
have
it
taken
isn't.
them any
Say
closer.
AIDS.
Technically, it's a contraction of 4 words, but I would have probably by the 47th guess, I would have allowed it.
That's why I said winner for Sheen. You know,
I don't think that would have counted. I don't think that would have pointed them in the right direction.
well, us is getting rid of stuff.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you guys were naming symptoms that aren't symptoms of chlamydia, but that's okay.
I don't know. I don't know the difference.
I was just trying to.
You were getting them in the right zone.
No, they kind of all have the same
I thought they
symptoms.
did.
We're done with this game today, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We can't possibly have any time left.
No.
Okay. We have other words if you want.
The show's over, actually. It's 10 o'clock.
STD, bacteria, silent, infection, curable, pelvic, blindness, genital, treatable.
None of those would have got us any closer.
Dude, koala. Okay.
Koala was
perfect.
good.
That was a
Because they
great.
have
Ladies,
chlamydia.
tummies know that koala bears get
Well,
chlamydia.
we should all know, okay? We should all know.
And I love
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you.
Don't
Yeah,
fool
that-
around with those.
We
bears.
love you too.
Oh, man.
My favorite is when they got sassy with us. Like, no,
Right.
no.
No, it was very
Well,
frustrating. And
that
I'm
was
glad-
on us,
Also,
dude.
the
We
F
were
word
going
again.
so
The F
good.
word got through.
Everything, you guys, they were crushing it so hard, and we were like,
Yeah,
we
Kevin
finally
got the
figured out
hard
how to
one.
play this game.
Kevin got the hard one.
Well,
So did Morgan.
good effort.
Okay, we're gonna regroup here.
We
Take a
tried.
break.
You know, something went off the rails if like the competitors are like feeling for each other. I feel for you, Scott.
By the way, shout out to the chat who had chlamydia like way before.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was, they did great.
Our chat's had chlamydia for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do some emails after the break. The band here.
Band is here.
All right. Well, let's do a couple emails and then we'll get the feeling this guy's in. Excuse me.
You're excused.
I was laughing so hard at that last segment that I think I'm dehydrated from all the tears.
Yeah. That's the best.
That's the best. All right, let's get to emails. Ratio 1057thepoint.com.
Emails brought to you by by Glenn Brothers Garage. Garage door giving you trouble? Call Glenn Brothers Garage at 618-900-4239 or glennbrothers.com. All right, let's jump straight into this, and we'll go with entertainment reviews. Hello, fellas and lady fella.
What's up?
October 2025, Team Riz member here. Wait, is it October 2025 yet?
No.
Oh, from the
It's
future.
From the future.
Oh.
Whoa, how cool is
And
that?
I have a question for the crew regarding taking my son to his first concert. He is obviously infatuated with the band Ghost, and every day he asks to listen to their music in the car and watch their videos while at home. He sings along to all of his favorite songs and even tries learning words to songs he doesn't know yet. They're coming to Enterprise later in July, and I'm trying to decide if this is a good idea to take him or not. Here's the kicker.
How old?
He's 3 years old.
Oh.
About to be 4.
No.
I wanted to get the show's opinion on this. Would you guys take him to the show and make his favorite band his first concert?
No,
or would
too
you
young.
wait until he's older and hope that they're still doing the pomp and circumstance of the outfits and the masks live in the future? This kid loves music. He's been showing interest in playing drums like myself. I appreciate the input on this and will continue to listen faithfully even if you call me an idiot for considering taking him. Team Riz member Jordan.
No, you're not an idiot. You're a moron. No, I'm kidding. No, it's nice. It's nice to think about it. 3 is too young.
He's not going to remember it, but is that cool one day when he's older,
Yeah.
seeing a photo from his first concert at
No,
3?
who cares about that?
I kind of care about that. I think that would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like, I wish my parents would have taken me to something cool. In
Why
like
don't you wait till
1987.
August
You
8th
don't
to go
remember
see Moon?
You're darn right.
Yeah, because that'll be perfect for him.
Because we're doing,
I also won't remember that.
we're doing metal and rock and roll. Yeah, but I think he'll probably enjoy it in the same fashion.
Yeah, it's kid friendly and fun.
And, yeah, it's a show that's designed for families and kids and costumes and
I'm-
all the stuff.
Impressed also that the kid singing along to Ghost songs at 3. Like, what's the vocabulary of this child? This child's
Well,
a genius.
he likes what you're playing.
Yeah, well,
Like, it's not like he picked Ghost
It's-
out.
If you really want to take him in and you want the picture, the photo up, or just to be able to say, my son, my dad was so cool, he took me to Ghost when I was 3.
Do other
Because it is
cool
that could
things.
be a core personality builder. That could be like, I would show him videos first on YouTube and make sure it's not going to be like a
He
shout
said he
to
sings
system.
along to the video.
First off, it's
Oh,
loud.
okay, cool.
First off, it's loud. You have to go to Enterprise. That's a whole thing. You got to buy tickets. That's a whole thing. It's
Sure.
going to be expensive. The kid probably ain't going to last through the whole show. I have to listen. I thought it'd be cool to take my little kids to shows, and it wound up being a disaster, and everybody was pissed off.
Yeah.
Maybe you just take the kid outside the Enterprise Center, take a photo of him in front of like the marquee with Ghost or wherever the signage is, and then just lie to him and say, yeah, you went there when you were 3.
You went
You
to
know?
the show.
Hey,
You
it
didn't
goes
go
to,
in.
it goes to show you that, and this is not a slam. This is actually a compliment. Ghost is Scooby Doo. It's adult Scooby Doo music. So
See, yes,
resonates.
I know you say that about Ghost, but you could insert any band in this situation and the kid would like it because that's what Dad listens to and that's what Dad puts on in the car.
Yeah, possibly. But I mean, it is fun to watch your kids react to certain things
Of
more
course.
than others, especially the stuff that you dig.
And I can
It's
see why
expensive.
kids sing it because, I mean, the simple words is boo.
Yeah, my
and,
kids,
oh.
my oldest daughters, still, when they hear the police, they think of riding to school when they were really little because they used to be like, play SOS, and because they loved Message in a Bottle.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take them to a late concert at 3. That's just me personally in that scene. If it were close to my house and whatever, but
The irony's not lost on me either that this
Don't
is
take
a
the
band
kid-
that puts out a custom dildo every year.
Ghost?
Well, that's just one
Ghost
of the
does?
perks
Oh, I
of
thought that
this
was
band.
Yeah.
Rammstein.
No,
Don't take the kid.
It's the lead singer of Ghost.
He's going to be annoying.
No core memories are being made.
No core memories are being made. He's going to be annoying to you. He's going to be annoying to everybody around you. Don't do it. Don't waste your time.
Lock him
Go see
up.
the Wiggles or go see
What's the minimum age?
Punk Rock Disney.
Punk Rock Disney.
What's the minimum age
you
to
feel
take a kid? Is it 5?
13,
Ghost?
14.
I don't think so. I think, if you're going to take a kid to see a band that you love,
No, you just have to make sure they'll be able to sit in a tight space for an extended period of time.
I'm assuming that show kind of goes late, too.
Toddlers want to be walked around.
right? They go to
kid's
pit,
a
the
toddler.
pit. Let the pit take care of the kid. You know what I mean?
Just throw them out to the pit.
Baby's
the
first
pit people
crowd
will
surf.
take care of the kid. The
Believe
pit
me.
people will do the parenting for me.
Even the very first time we did Can You Feel the Punk Tonight, we realized that it went too late because kids gas out. Like they're just not naturally supposed to be excited at 10 p.m. So that's why we did a matinee show. We bump up the show and make it as early as possible. Like kids gas out, especially a 3-year-old.
A 3-year-old can't stay in the same spot
yeah.
for an extended period of time.
Yeah, it's too young.
I don't know if you got seats if you want to be on. I don't know. Don't do it. Next.
I appreciate that you got worked up about that.
God,
Good morning, show.
God. Chlamydia.
Good morning, show. This question is for Lern.
Okay.
I'm looking to get a cat for my house. Pardon me. I'm a single male. I work overnight. I feel my life needs a furry companion, and I'm finally going to make the jump into getting a cat. One day, I'll probably get a dog, but a cat's going to be first. Any information or advice on where to get a cat? Should I adopt or foster? Are young cats better than adults, male versus female? Anything I should stay away from? I would appreciate any wisdom from our resident cat lady. Thank you, Toodles,
Yes.
sent from my cat litter.
Okay, yeah, a couple of things. First of all, yes, please adopt. Right now is kitten season because all these kittens are being born. So there's pros and cons to getting a kitten. One is they imprint on you at that age, and so they're pretty chill, and you can kind of, they're malleable at that. You can raise them.
And they're cute as
And they're
hell.
so cute. But there is something to be said that if you are going to get a dog, maybe get an elderly cat and adopt somebody who's been at a shelter for a long time and let them live out their days. And then by the time
cool.
they're
So you can-
dead,
so
you
your
can
heart
go
could
get
break almost immediately after you
Well,
get
no, these elderly cats don't get a lot of love, and there's so many of them, and usually they're like discounted because they just need them to be out.
Oh, so your first cat is a discount cat.
Yeah.
Used cat.
And here's the deal: I would suggest
A used old cat.
Hi,
Nice.
Miles.
I would get a cat and get some litter and make sure you get like one of those water fountains because cats love running water and those are good. And have 2 litter boxes. Okay, you got 1 cat, you need 2 litter boxes.
Okay.
Okay.
An old used cat and 2 litter boxes.
And the APA of Missouri is great. And then there's 10th Life Cat Rescue here. There's Smelly Cat Rescue in St. Louis. There's cat-specific rescue organizations if you want to go there. And
Get yourself an old ass cat.
go get yourself an old-ass cat. And, tortie-shells got a lot of tortitude. And so I highly suggest getting a tortie cat.
My cat's grown up. We're all from the Humane Society.
Old.
Who rescued who?
I would-
right?
oh,
Yeah.
don't even get me started.
Am I right?
Old pussy cat is just as good.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. One more.
Hey guys, and Lern. About 2.5 years ago, my son, who was about 9 at the time, came to me and said, "Please stop smoking. I don't want you to die." The look on his face really got me, and I quit cold turkey. It's the hardest thing I ever did in my life, and I still find myself wanting a cigarette here and there. Listening to the past Riz Show podcast helped me take my mind off of it, so thank you for that. My question for Riz is, though, when you stopped smoking, was there anything special you did, like a toothpick in your mouth, hard candy, etc.? What advice would you give to those who want to quit but feel like they can't? 5 out of 5 stars.
Stop being a puss
And put him down.
Richard.
and put him down. Okay?
You still have a cigarette every now and then?
No, not anymore.
That's good.
Mints, brother.
Mints
I
are
still
good.
carry icebreakers with me because when I quit drinking, I quit smoking and drinking cold turkey same day. And
You smoked?
not a lot, but when I drank,
Oh, my
I was like
God.
a social drinker. I wouldn't smoke all day, and then I'd smoke a whole pack of Reds while I was out boozing it up. I was a very social butterfly. Same thing. It's how you are. If you're going to smoke one, you're going to smoke one when you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So
But he was a morning smoker too. He was a smoker.
I never did that.
Yeah.
I
Smoker,
never had a
smoker.
cig in the morning.
Yeah, you're like Ben Affleck, the meme.
Yeah.
Whenever I would arrive to work, Riz had already been here for 2 hours. I'm walking in to do
I've
Casey
seen it
morning.
all. I've seen it all.
And then you guys be kicking around the soccer ball.
yeah.
And I hate it.
And we did that because he
I-
would sit out there by himself.
I know.
I hate smoking now too. Like I can't be around it. It's gross to me. Like I don't ever want a cig. But like one thing is like keep your mouth fresh. I used to carry those little wisp things too to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like garbage.
Because you got a fresh mouth, you don't want to like stink it up right away, right?
Then I'd like if I would have one, I'd be like, look at me, like
I'd throw
You
up.
look so cool, though.
I look cool, but I got no willpower. Like, what's going on?
You're going to die.
If I smoked a cig right now, I would throw up. It would be too powerful.
Are they
My
more
body would
powerful
not-
now?
No, I just think my body hasn't had nicotine in so long that it would just be like a shock to my system.
Maybe it's an oral fixation. You know, get a toothpick.
Yeah.
Get those like the tea. I used to the tea tree toothpicks.
So the little.
Oh, that's right. You used to love those.
I used to love those, but then I got sores on my mouth.
Oh, God.
Goodness, brother.
From?
From
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. That's right. All right, we'll take a break.
I only had one drag of a cigarette ever, and I felt like my body was kicking its own ass from the
Yeah.
inside. I was just like, oh, blah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh my God, it killed me.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get the Filling This guys in here, and we'll do. They're going to do a song or two.
Yeah, they were tuning up their guitar.
Tune it up. Oh, man. That's nice. I'm going to tune up their instruments. All right, welcome back to the program. Joining us in studio, St. Louis's preeminent Blink-182 tribute band. It's Greg, it's Dustin from Feeling This. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, so why did we pick Blink as the band to be a tribute to?
Well, it's always been our favorite, and it's what we grew up on, and we just picked them. That's just one of our favorites.
And their drummer's name was Travis already. It was kind of, let's just do that.
Yeah, unfortunately he couldn't be here, but his name is Travis, and he plays just like Travis.
And he plays just like Travis Barker.
Moon knows.
Yeah, he's spectacular.
We won't lie. He's the reason why we picked Blink. We're like, oh, we got a drummer named Travis. Obvious answer. It's Blink.
Yeah, you were going to be a Travis Tritt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-R-O-U-B-L-E. You know it.
Yeah, there's not much of a
good
market
song,
for
dude.
that.
T-R-O.
Not much of a market for that.
He was just here. I hadn't heard anything
Travis
about
Tritt.
that show. He was at the factory this weekend.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Which one's Travis Tritt?
Your friend's open.
He
Does he wear a
Here's a
cowboy hat?
quarter.
star. He had the
Oh,
long mullet
someone.
and like a little bit of facial hair, right? Like the
Yeah. He did the No Hats tour with him.
Right, yeah,
He tried to bring no hat. He had too good a hair. Him and Marty Stewart did the No Hats tour in the
Can you show me a
90s.
picture of Travis Tritt?
I saw him in
know this guy
Carbondale, and he
looks
came
like
out in like tight jeans, and he was kicking his legs up behind him.
Yeah.
And he fell and face planted, and his guitar shattered underneath
What?
him.
Also, if
the
you
hairstay
shaved
fan.
Chewbacca, it would look like Travis Tritt.
If you
shaved him down.
If you wanted an 80s country star without a hat and you told AI, hey, give me something that's not Billy Ray Cyrus, that
Yeah.
kind of is Billy Ray
Okay.
The
Cyrus.
affordable
go.
Tim
Travis
McGraw.
Tritt.
Oh, this dude. Oh, dude, it's like an angel kissed his head.
Is that not
Haley
Chewbacca
Joel
in the
Osment.
human form? Look at this man.
He perfected the biffleby, you know, the like the not the bald front long back, but like the business in front, party
Yeah.
in back kind of.
He's Haley Joel Osment's dad. I think.
Because he's got the full long hair, except for the front, it was like tufted. You know,
Oh,
like,
he's been around
great
forever,
facial
this
hair.
guy.
Anyway, that's their drummer. So
So Travis Tritt is drumming for you guys. That's amazing.
It's perfect.
good.
Well, you guys are part of the Almost Warped Tour 25, which is at 9 Mile Garden on Saturday. It's an all-day thing, 11 to about 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
So it's you guys playing, doing Blink songs. It's a band doing Green Day songs, Sum 41 songs, Newfound Glory songs, My Chemical Romance songs. I mean, it's a whole
Typical Warped Tour.
It's a typical Warped Tour,
Yeah.
including a band doing Linkin Park songs.
Yeah. And Paramore and a
That's
couple others.
awesome.
Say Anything, yeah, Paramore, Bowling for Soup.
I mean, there's 2 stages. It is a full-blown,
It's a little Warped Tour.
almost Warped Tour.
So good.
Oh yeah, it's nonstop music from 11 a.m. until 9:15. Doors are at 10.
Yeah, but I'm staying past 9:15, man.
I love
absolutely.
9 Mile Garden.
I'm staying past 9:15.
I mean, we're the last band to play, so I mean, we
Don't have
can't really have fun until after that.
right. Nah, I'll be in bed by 8:30. I'm go to bed early, guys. I'm no fun. You don't want to bring me anywhere.
No.
I'm always.
Don't bring your energy to 9 Mile Garden, okay, for the Almost Warped Tour.
That place is awesome, though.
It is
That place
so
is so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I've been down there. It's great.
It is so much fun. Food trucks, just hanging out. I love that you.
People bring their
everybody's just-
kids, their dogs.
Right.
It's the best place to have this. So.
Yeah, bring your lawn chairs, bring your blankets. The only thing you can't bring is food because you don't want to because they have the food trucks and all the better food there anyway.
And
Well,
great
so-
bathrooms.
They do have good bathrooms. There's a lot going. I did a comedy show there where I had to stare at a guy, a fire dancer,
Nice.
while I was trying to tell
You were competing.
jokes. And-
You were competing with a fire dancer.
And everyone in my audience was just kind of like, I'm like, honestly, guys, do you just want to go over there? Like, let's just all go over there and watch. And we just took the whole comedy audience over and we watched the fire dancer because he was like spinning it on like chains and it was like he was into it, dude.
Oh,
The
I'm
kids
sorry. You
were-
can't compete with that.
I didn't even want to. I lost interest in my own material and I wanted to just go watch the fire dancer guys. There's
Yeah, like,
always
you
something
can't
cool
fight
going on
that.
there.
It's a guy telling jokes or a man dancing with fire.
Come on.
You lose.
Poy's always going to win.
You lose every time, buddy. And no offense to your comedy. I mean,
none taken.
you got a tight routine.
I'm adding fire.
You should have him on stage playing behind you.
I should have.
Yeah, you should be like Timmy Capello, and you should just dress like him with the chains on your pecs. You know what I mean?
I will. Instead
From
of
Moscow,
having a
yes.
guy on drums doing like rim shots, I'll just have a guy dance with fire every time a joke works.
Perfect.
Hey, do you guys think are the Blink 182 guys aware of your band?
Not yet. Maybe. They're coming, right?
Yeah.
I have a little
When are they
surprise
coming
for you.
Oh, please.
Let's bring them in, guys.
It's a lawsuit.
That'd be amazing.
All right, so you guys going to do a little preview. This is Warped Tour, almost Warped Tour 25. Saturday, 9 Mile Garden. Celebrate all your pop punk memories with an 11-band all-day concert. Your favorite local artists covering some of the biggest acts. Event is all ages.
All ages. All
General
ages.
admission is free. Lawn chairs, bring them. Blankets, blankets, bring them. You can buy a VIP table. I know that. I was on the 9 Mile Garden website.
Yesterday they had 5 tables left. They sold all of them except for 5.
Nice, and that includes like wait service.
Yeah.
Skip the line pass, dude. Skip the line passes for food trucks.
Skipping sounds fun.
And there's a couple sponsors too. We wanted to mention too. That was helping make this happen. Benny's Pizza Pub over there in Illinois, in Belleville.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love Benny's. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've eaten there before. Really great pizza.
Yeah, good pizza.
Benny's is awesome.
Crab Rangoon pizza, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. All right.
Trim Light SEMO, Metro East
Yeah,
Pride,
Trim Light.
Elder Emo Co. They're going to be there with their merch tent selling, and Busch Light, of course. So.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. In studio, ladies and gentlemen, St. Louis's preeminent Blink 182 tribute band, Feeling This.
It's alright to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue or hold it against you. I know that you're leaving. You must have your reasons. The season is calling. The pictures, they're falling down. They're falling down. The steps that I retrace, the sad look on your face, the timing and structure. Did you hear what, Moon? A day late, a buck short. I'm writing the report. I'm losing and failing. When I move, I'm flailing now. And we'll have it once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, seeks through the master plan. Everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is what we do. guess this is growing up. And maybe I'll see you at a movie sneak preview. You'll show up and walk by on the arm of that guy, and I'll smile and you'll wave. We'll pretend it's okay. The charade, it won't last when he's gone. I won't come back,
and we'll have it once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sticks through the master plan. Hey, everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is go. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with the brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and now glow to the extreme. Rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and watch it jump like a candle. Oh.
Well, I guess this is growing up. Well, I guess this is growing up. Well, I guess this is growing up. Well, I guess this is growing up.
It goes something like that.
All right.
We've got requests coming over the texter now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
what do I
never
wanna
wanted
hear?
to kiss my skateboard so bad in my life.
Multiple people.
That was amazing.
Multiple people asking for "I miss you."
Oh well, I'm sure you guys will play that on
Come Saturday.
right?
Come Saturday. Yeah, oh yeah, it's on the set for sure.
I guess we can put it there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna play all the Blink-182 songs you know and love.
Yeah, we did. Teenage Dirtbags play a show with these guys in Belleville, and they slammed. That was what was that? Was that Oktoberfest
Oktoberfest.
last year?
We're doing it again this year,
So much fun. It was.
Yeah.
Has that been announced? I didn't know we were supposed to announce that.
I'm working on the flyer right now. It'll
okay.
be announced sometime
Sweet.
next week, hopefully.
Sweet. Yeah, this band
Just got announced, boys.
This
I don't know how
band
announcements
rips.
work,
It's
but
fine.
that's pretty much.
It's radio.
This band rips. Saturday is going to be freaking incredible, though. I hope this is a thing that you guys do every year.
Yeah, last year was the first one where we're just kind of working everything out, figured it out, and then this year, it's
just been
10 times
snowballing.
better, and yeah.
That's great.
We
Well,
like
I mean, you got a lot of great bands on here. You know, an 11-band all-day show, all your favorite Warped Tour acts. Again, you guys are you guys closing out tonight?
Of
Yeah,
course.
we're closing it.
We got the headliner
Of course,
here.
this
Whoa!
This is a big time.
We're not just anyone.
Insane.
So it's the Blink tribute, it's the Green Day tribute, Sum 41 tribute, Newfound Glory, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Say Anything, Paramore, Bowling for Soup, Linkin Park. Again, it's a free event, 9 Mile Garden, Saturday starting at 11 a.m. Music, food,
Beverages.
camaraderie, brotherhood,
Merch.
fellowship.
It's going to be a party.
Style, too.
Style.
Yeah, I want you to dress like it's Warped Tour from like 2000. You know what I mean?
Short
We're gonna go get
shorts and
the
cutoff
Dickie
shirts.
shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some Vans.
All right, you guys got a website or Facebook or where do people find out what's going on with the
Yeah,
with the
you
band?
can find us on Facebook at Feeling This, a tribute to Blink-182. You can also get all of the details for Almost Warped on 9 Miles Facebook as well.
Okay.
We'll share them out.
We'll throw
you.
everything out on socials. Thank you guys for coming in.
man.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, wrap her up. That's it for us. Thank you all for tuning in. Big thanks to the Phil and this fellas for coming in. Make sure you see them at 9 Mile Garden, part of their Almost Warped Tour 25 on Saturday. Moon will be out there starting at, what time are you out there?
11.
But it's an all-day thing. Today's clip of the day is brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
Let's just go for it. Herpes.
Herpes. All right, what else, Moon?
Can You Feel the Punk tonight? Coming up August 8th at Chesterfield Amphitheater. Get your tickets while they last. It's going to be so fun. We're taking it out to the county. Super fun, Disney tribute, all things punk, rock, ska, metal, family friendly, dress up. Yes, I have people emailing over saying, hey, are costumes friendly? Like 100%. It's going to be so much fun. CanYouFeelThePunkTonight.com.
Learn.
Come out and see all of us tomorrow with Clownvis. We're going to be at Captain Jim's from 6 until 8 in West Alton, doing some fireworks, stocking up for the big 4th of July. And then also don't forget to set your DVRs or watch it live this Sunday, 9 p.m., Paramount Plus live. Bar Rescue, Riz and I will be on there. And
Oh, my
I'm
God.
so excited. And that's all I got. Thanks.
All right, Rafe.
No notes.
All right, Scott.
Speaking of Captain Jim and Clownvis, tonight I'll be on Clownvis to the Rescue. You can watch that on YouTube. Starts at 8. And make sure to come out Monday to the Edge Fitness down on Shrewsbury on Watson Road from, 5 to 7, because I'll be out there teaching how to get super swollen and great
that is
tip-top
great.
shape. And you can just learn from me. So come out to the Edge. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
Get those thighs out. Leg day.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I didn't think about legs.
We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Arnold, Patty Lamoureux is our